Hello, welcome to Bela'Dun and Beyond spin-off series by myself. Thank you and welcome everyone on YouTube. Hi everyone. Hello.
Hello!
Hello everyone.
Not a
Hello. Welcome.
stream.
Not a stream. Um, hi. We welcome everyone back to the session 8. I think it is. It is session 8.
Sure.
It is session 8. Let's see if I can make it to 10. Yeah. It all depends on how today goes, to be fair. Yeah.
I feel like it's
we
not
join
8.
everyone back. No, last one was 7, man.
I don't know. Or possibly I haven't uploaded 8. Or maybe I haven't put 8 in the...
No, you haven't uploaded.
Just you.
Nobody knows anymore.
No,
Carry on,
no.
but I feel like... Wait, you're saying this one's 8?
Yeah.
This one's 8.
I concur.
Okay. Thank you.
Already off
Thank
to
you.
a wonderful start.
So we last left off our band of misfits, mercenaries, pretty much at a point where it's transitioning from combat into something else. Who knows? But if you could do the recap for us today, Adam, that would be wonderful.
Albie.
So I did.
Albie.
I did say if it was the recap for the last session, I'd do another poem, but it's not the last session. So.
So
I'm
fuck
out-
your poem.
I'm out of poem duty. However, Sevi, I think you might be on poem duty as a result.
I ain't doing a poem, mate.
I'd love to hear a poem.
I ain't afraid of no poem.
I'll commission you to do it. I'll pay you a $5.
Hey.
On. Yeah. Okay, so we left off in the what's it called? The catacombs of Piran.
Yeah.
We delved even deeper into their mysterious depths, and much treasure was gained. Aspen and Hazel finished off the worm, and then went upstairs to claim its treasure, only to discover the first mimic, which they took down with relative ease, due to trapping it in a moonbeam, which rendered it more or less inert.
That's true. Lol.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the cavern, Eris and Ilya took down several lizard people, including what we think might be the lizard reptilian lord who ruled over them, and he carried around his neck a key. Albie fought Boulderus, the obsidian titan, which was a long and drawn-out combat, very exciting. But unfortunately, he was eventually successful, and he toppled the obsidian titan and stole his crown of power. Ilya and Eris rounded the corner, having defeated the lizard king, to find the second mimic. This time it jumped up and Vorstyle ate half of Eris and kind of got her down to waist height and looked like it was about to digest. But then the whole team rallied together, and in one giant push where everyone in the team attacked at the same time, Mimic was destroyed. Ilya got a thing. We didn't know what the thing was, but he got it, and apparently it was very nice.
Chlamydia.
It could be chlamydia. We then used the key from the Lizard King to open up.
It's not chlamydia.
There's no evidence of
I
that.
swear. I'll get a doctor's note. Don't worry, we'll be back in town soon.
Hazel turned into a bear. We opened the final chamber, and inside was a mysterious pool of water. We were all very, very cautious, testing the ways, trying various tricks to try and lure whatever was in the pool out, but there was nothing in the pool. And with that, Aspen jumped into the pool and sank invisibly. He then came back to say that he found a golden glimmer in the distance, and the party mused on what to do next. Finn.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers for that, Adam. Does everyone feel like they're caught up to where we were last?
Everyone's been recapped.
Pretty solid.
Everyone be recapped? Beautiful. So, we'll return back to now I believe off the back of the recap where everyone is back together in the room with the pool, and obviously I don't remember if we had disclosed, sorry Adam if you had said this, but I don't remember if we had disclosed what happened to Aspen fully when he was down in the depths.
So you guys went into whispers for about like 5 minutes or so, and we know what Aspen told us, if that makes sense. So we don't know if that's the whole truth, that he mentioned a golden glimmer in the distance, and I think there was something else down. Oh yeah, it was slanted, right? It was like a shaft that wasn't symmetrical.
Yeah, it
It
was.
gets
It was a
wider as it
shape.
goes down. And oh yeah, and Hazel slapped
So
me
this
with her
bit
bare
was that bit,
unnecessarily.
and then it was like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's everything I remember from the recap.
Cool. So we return back to the room. Aspen has not submerged, merged from the water, and has given you guys the information off the back of what he saw beneath the waters. You still don't know what is down there. You also don't know where it goes. You don't know if this is the final room, if down the bottom is just a giant wishing well, as Ilya, bless you, as Ilya pointed out, actually, in the last session. So I will stop the music because we are out of intro.
You should have written that in cursive. It's going to take so long to delete now.
What's going on? What?
All the black stuff that somebody's writing.
Oh man, no. What did I say? Sunky.
Stinky.
Slinky.
Ew.
Stinky. You. Okay, cool. And then some squiggly lines. I think that is that smell that's going there on the right.
I don't know.
Okay, so we are back in the room. So from what do you guys want to do? You're now at a point now where you know what Aspen has seen, kind of, and you know that this is the last room that you can see, or not.
I was going to speak, but that got me. I don't know if I acted hastily or not, but the thing that I shot down in the water that generally seems bad may not have been entirely animate.
I'm gonna
You're
just
muted, Seven.
crouch down for a moment, and I want to see if I can hear any movement of any particular note in the water.
Can I also lean down and just go like this on the water, just like?
Just touch on it. Just touch. Yeah, sure.
I just want to make a little
I'm
sound
gonna
that
copy.
ripples his way.
You guys
Surely
want
that
to-
could just give me disadvantage then, I guess.
Right, yeah, I was going to say that if you guys are doing that, then it will give Ilya disadvantage.
I see that he's trying to hear stuff, and I'm helping him by giving him something to hear.
Yeah, but you're giving them something else to hear.
I won't.
Fuck
then.
you if that is disadvantage then now, so fuck you.
I'm gonna look over at Ilya
fine.
and be like, "Is this helping, Ilya? Is this the sound you were hoping for?
I'm just
Okay.
gonna give you a look of disdain.
So
Are you constipated?"
We'd like to respond to
No.
that. So you hear the sounds of kind of water, kind of like deep waves, deeper. And you kind of hear the sounds of kind of like vegetation, kind of moving around as it would kind of swish around. With a 14, I think that you've got a good amount of. You can hear enough down there. Like,
Can you make the sound of vegetation just for my personal notes?
Please.
No, but the sound of kind of like it kind of swaying underwater, like yeah.
Imagine grass slapping against water.
Yeah,
Imagine
absolutely.
that's
Yeah, I'm not gonna go like. I'm not gonna go.
I
I'm
thought
gonna
it
do that.
like when you were like you can hear the water, and I'm like, okay, so like a shh, and you like the sound of the vegetation. And I was like,
Imagine
that
if
like
you're-
a-
when you go, imagine
Ah!
the sound of when you go. Imagine the sound of when you go underwater, right? For any of us who swim, imagine the sound when you go underwater and your ears kind of go a bit kind of. You get that kind of.
almost like
vacuum.
you're pressurizing,
Yeah,
weirdly.
right, and then you can, and then if you were to kind
and
of
you hear the
switch
screams of the vegetation in the distance.
yeah, yeah. You can... and then you also hear the sound of something swimming off, something swimming, but you don't know anything more than that. That is it.
How
You know the
vegetative
bubble-
is the thing that's swimming off?
like there'll be that moment of like almost hatred for Aspen for being a dick, but like then I'll sort of switch and be like, no, I hear something down there. It's swimming. Does it sound like it's going away?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
Does it sound...
Wait, it might be what
wait,
you
I'm
shout.
Aspen. Ilya! Does it sound box-shaped?
Ilya, I mean Aspen. No.
I see.
I just sort of contemplate for a moment, like, what the fuck does a box shape sound?
Oh, also, I would then like to pull a small spherical object from my bag and
Also,
focus on it for a moment.
Hazel with the random roar, like she's like, "Wah!" Like,
The whole time.
in
I mean,
between.
I'm fully involved in the conversation.
Much that there can be.
I'll just look up at the roaring bitch.
I'll
like,
let you
"Do
know,
wanna-
I
do you wanna
haven't been
swim
drinking
down there?
tonight
You wanna-"
You haven't, or you have?
Haven't.
Why did we
All
walk
these
to Asta
bear
for you
noises
to
are
buy
sober.
wine for you to then not drink?
Oh, because it's for Friday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for today.
No.
No.
Boo.
So, your response to the box shape comment?
Okay. What?
That was more aimed towards Ilya. 'Cause,
He already
No.
responded.
I
Did he?
responded, yeah, I was like, what the fuck does a box shape
Yeah,
sound?
I heard him.
Like,
Oh,
that
okay.
different?
I wasn't sure if that was in game. Sorry. If not,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm going to dip my toe in. And by toe, I mean my whole front paw.
Okay. You do that.
Big toe.
And then I'm going to look at Aspen, kind of like waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at her and just be like, Ilya believes something is swimming down there. I think it may be some kind of beast that protects the box. I shot something that had a shine to it. I don't know whether or not that was scales or the box we seek, but I teleported away before it could respond in any fashion.
I'm going to jump in.
That seems unwise, but okay.
I mean, that was me. Just
Oh yeah, I'm
disgusting.
saying that as she hits the water.
Okay. So before you've even said anything, Hazel has already kind of bare kind of jumped into
Bear
the
flopped. That's the term
bare
you're looking
flopped.
for.
That's what. Yeah, thank you. She's bare flopped into the pool. Was a huge splash of this kind of weird, clear but smelly water. It splashes on everyone as she does this.
I'm a confident swimmer. Just want to put that out there.
So you're all doused by this stinking water, by the way.
And I'm just paddling and looking at Aspen. I haven't gone down. I'm just in the water, paddling.
I think there's very little left than to do the same, and I'm gonna start like getting back in the water.
I guess so.
I'm going to go and nudge him with my face and push him back up. So, like, try and stop him from getting in.
What did you say, Ilya?
I said, I guess so, and I'd follow in.
Let her go first. Don't try to swim with the bear.
Perhaps we should paddle while she does whatever she's about to do.
Albie, what do you want to do?
We'll bring up the rear. You guys go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my elbows.
Can everyone swim successfully? By the way.
Yeah, we're human.
No one pulled a vice and.
Bears specifically have a swim speed.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't know because I turned into a bear before I came in this
Could
room.
Vice not swim?
No.
Vice cannot swim.
Oh.
That's where he had like a
Yeah.
bunch of.
That's why I taught him as he swam.
1 second, guys.
Rule check for swimming. Does anything like encumbrance or what you're wearing affect swimming at all?
So apparently,
It's half
we were
speed.
Apparently, yeah. Last session we were looking at it because when Josh went into the water, and apparently there's a lot of argument that it doesn't, wasn't it, Josh? Like
Yeah, I googled it last time, and people basically just say like, for the sake of not ruining your entire life and like homebrewing in redundant armor type thing, so that light armored people can move faster than heavy armored. It's just half your movement. Everyone gets half your movement.
Yeah.
So it's half your walk speed is how quickly you can swim.
Okay.
Unless you're a bear.
Unless you have a swim speed, and then it is your swim speed. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm faster than all of you.
So you've all you've all gone into the pool. You've all gone. So you start to swim down, and as you all start to swim,
No, that's not what's happened.
Isn't that what's happened?
No, Eris said maybe we should let her go first. Hazel Bear sort of nudged me to be like, hang on a minute. Me and Ilya are in the water but chilling at the top. Albie and Eris are supposedly taking up the rear.
Okay.
And Hazel Bear is going first.
Okay. My apologies. Sorry, I didn't hear that. So Hazel is going in first, yeah? So Hazel, you start to travel down into the water. You've moved around 10 feet so far into the water, and you start to see sort of kind of weird kind of, I wouldn't say structures, but let's just say structures. As far as you're aware around you, you're not too sure what they are. Roll investigation for me, please.
I'll keep my mental stats. Investigation. Turns out it doesn't fucking matter. $12.
12. Okay. All right. So as you sink about 10 feet towards 15 feet down, you do see
Death incarnate. Or a toad. Which one?
you do see these.
It's her dead Snoop Dog. Back from the grave.
No.
It's undead? What? I heard it's undead Snoop Dogg, so I don't know what you actually said.
I want to bite one! I want to bite one!
You want to bite one?
I wanna go for it. 1 minute, my thing won't load. So, but I do want to.
Okay.
That is correct.
By the way, yes, thank you, Josh.
I was just trying to get something.
Yes, thank you. So you want to attack them?
I make 2 attacks. I have multi-attack. I want to do 1 bite and 1 claws.
Okay, sure. So I'm not going to make you roll for them because you hit them and they are just skeletons, dead skeletons, corpses. They just break apart as you've hit them, and they kind of awkwardly kind of float to the side as you've hit them, and that is all. And
so they weren't even animated skeletons. They were just
they were just bodies.
Floaty boys.
That's fine. I carry on. I carry on my descent into the depths.
So you go another.
I think bear's my favourite. It's overtaken camel.
Bear is pretty good. So you go another 10 to 15 feet down, and you start to see these odd kind of shimmers, kind of scattered around in places. Roll investigation for us, please.
Roll a shimmer check.
Yeah.
Shimmer check.
Investigation again.
Yes, please.
8.
Okay. At the depth that you are at, you can just barely pick out the shimmer, but you're still not quite sure. At an 8, I wouldn't say that you know what that is.
Can I go closer to the shimmer?
Yeah, absolutely. So you move closer to the shimmers and roll another investigation for me, please.
16.
16. So you, as you're nearing the kind of what you believe to be the lowest point, you pick up this.
You don't know what I believe. Woo! I'm gonna eat it. No, I'm joking. I don't.
By the way,
okay.
the rest of you guys can see what she sees. Obviously, I'd like to think.
Oh, okay, yeah, we
Piles
can see
of gold.
gold.
Okay.
I say, I dropped a coin down there. Can you get it for me?
I don't give a shit about the golds. That's uninteresting.
Are you saying that the characters can see this? Fucking hell, mate.
So I know I asked if you guys can see what I've just done on the screen,
Yeah,
but obviously,
but
guys,
in game
you
we
guys
can't see that.
Yeah, in game you can't see it. Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
cool.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, sorry. It was my
I
bad.
don't give a shit about gold. I'll move on.
Okay. Okay. So you carry. That's fine. I'm glad you did that. So
That's what I wanted. So
yeah.
screw you.
Bears don't have thumbs
You carry on moving.
or bags.
You start to go deeper. You just about see the kind of lit surface above you, and it seems like it's so further than you ever thought you'd swim. It seems to be no. It appears to be a square foot in size. You have literally travelled well into the kind of 100 feet kind of depths. And as you've traveled down to this point, you start to pick up the fact that it's you're really starting to see the curvature ahead of you, and it doesn't seem as chiseled as everything else behind you. Everything seems to be a lot more kind of like it's been. I don't want to say chiseled again. It's been
Double chiseled.
yeah,
Fine.
it's been. Oh my God, why can't I figure the word?
Half.
Carved and crafted. Thank you. Carved. Yeah. So like it's been carved. Like there's been work done behind you.
Would you describe it as chiseled?
Yes. But I wanted to avoid the word chiseled the second time or a third time. Yeah, and ahead of you start to see the dip as it goes further ahead of you, and you're still not quite sure how far that goes.
Okay.
But
How long have I been swimming down?
you've been swimming down now for roughly, I would say, about 5 minutes. Because
Oh, can you hold your breath for?
yeah, how long can you hold your breath for?
1 plus con.
1 plus con.
Yeah, in minutes.
Oh.
As a bear, that's probably a bit higher, right?
My con's 16, so it's plus 3.
No. Yeah, plus 3, so 4 minutes.
So you're drowning.
I feel like she would have known she was running out of air 4 minutes in.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought I'd gone 100 feet down, and I can swim 30 feet. I have a movement speed of 30 feet. So how
So it
does
takes
that work,
her
Josh?
18 seconds to travel 100 feet. Just short of 100 feet.
Okay. All right. So
If you can move
Because
30
I have a
feet,
swim speed.
yeah,
So-
your swim
so-
speed would
so-
be every 6 seconds. So
But
you're
obviously, I
moving 30
stopped
feet
to
every
attack
6
the
seconds.
skeletons. I stopped to check
Yeah.
the gold.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
So
that I
basically,
wasn't just...
5 minutes has probably been 1 minute.
okay. So let's. Okay, fine. Because I'm not.
It's up
I
to
haven't
you,
got
Max.
time. I would say I'll revert it back to 3. So you've been swimming for 3 minutes now.
All right,
So
I'm gonna go back.
you've got a minute left. Okay.
I'm gonna go back. I want to collect a rider. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So as the rest of you are at the surface of the pool, you notice.
We're just telling stories, waiting for Hazel.
Yeah. Then is that what you guys have been doing? Like in chat?
Where's it Homer says in that thing when he's remembering the drunken night wrong? It's like... He says something like, so anyway, I said to her I'd get out of this wetsuit and into a dry martini. And then everyone laughs.
I swam to the top.
Yes, of course. So you floated to the top. You've crashed through the water.
Can I
And
get out?
emerge in front of everyone. Yes.
Where are
actually,
these
before I get
skeletons
out-
in the water? Are they
Shush.
down or are they coming up?
You're
Yeah,
out.
they were 30 feet down, I think. Yeah, 30 feet, and then we did another 30 feet, and then I went down and I saw the bottom.
Okay.
I go come to the top. I'm going to turn back into Hazel.
Oh.
I'm going to take a big breath.
Are you still wet?
I'm in the water, so yes, I'm now
Oh, okay.
wet. Thanks. I then get
Just
out
wondering.
and say, I just remembered, could save us all a lot of hassle, but I need 10 minutes. Could we all not go down there for 10 minutes? Because you know all the slopey...
What's the hassle saving?
Hassle saving... Oh, I have a spell of water breathing.
That would be good.
Yeah, but it takes me about 10 minutes. So if you could all just sit down and wait, that could really be
Although I
great.
have to say the concept of potentially breathing this water in 10 minutes is not inviting. It smells like when Albie's been in the bath.
Better than drowning in it, though.
That's true.
Plus, it'll be so nice to be at one with nature, to be able to explore an underworld that's made of water, be able to breathe and live in it. Anyway, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do a 10-minute ritual to cast water breathing on all of us.
How long does it last for?
24
10
hours.
years.
24 hours. Oh, dang. Okay.
It's a good spell.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool. Is anyone else doing anything else?
I'm gonna ask her if there was any gold down there. See any treasure? Any gold, Hazel?
Maybe they were two nasty skeletons. I thought they were real. No, they weren't. I think I swallowed it.
Oh, God.
Lovely.
We got to the bottom, and then there's this slopey slope. I want to go there, but I was like, my bear lungs, they are sturdy, but you know, they're not indestructible. So I thought I'd come back and do this, and then you can all come with me as well.
But what's down there?
I'm gonna ignore him and do my ritual because it takes 10 minutes, and I'm not doing it.
You can talk whilst you're doing.
I was gonna say, you don't need to stop
Can
talking.
you?
Yeah,
You can talk. You just can't do anything that breaks concentration.
But surely the component of it being vocal means that I have to be saying something to do it.
You probably
and
do
as a
have to be
ritual,
chanting
it takes
something.
10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well, so you choose to ignore Albie at this point.
I mean, at
because-
this point, I feel like you
Now
could probably
doing-
just be like, you didn't find much, and then cast your
Oh.
shit.
I already answered Thingy's question. She said, was there any gold? I said there might have been some stuff. And then I said there were two skeletons.
Fair enough.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, like I didn't pay any attention to it. Like I saw it and just like discarded it as irrelevant to my brain.
I don't know if it helps you, Albie, but when I was down there, there seemed to be like the curvature to the cavern that I described and something gold down there. I thought it was perhaps an enemy of some description, but it doesn't seem to have reacted to the fact that I shot it. Square on.
How do you know it was a he? Could have been this box we've been sent to get.
Well, that's the thing. It may well have been a box, I'll be honest. I'm a male, and I tend to revert to referring to things that I don't have a gender for as male. It's simply my nature.
Did it move?
No. Well, it wasn't moving at the time, but I thought that perhaps it may be planning some sort of strike. It was at a bit of a distance. And I don't use my crossbow very often. I sort of pat it on my hip. It's mostly for show.
Especially if it's a box. We've fought a couple of boxes that have.
That's true. Though I did think that this box may be some sort of seafaring creature when I shot it. I feel like now it may have just been a box, given that we've come here to get a box.
Did it react to being shot?
I got out of there pretty quick. I didn't want any sort of retaliation. I wasn't looking to get involved into a conversation of who shot who, whether I'm a box or it was a box, what sort of gender it had assigned to itself. These are all things that I did not hang around to discover. But nothing moved rapidly through the water, certainly without a nefarious nature. I'd say that I perhaps took I don't want to call it premature, but perhaps preliminary.
So I don't know if you if it was made clear about what had happened when he was down there, but yeah, he pretty much shot the box, and
I didn't know it was the box.
well, sorry, let me rephrase that.
I feel like it's the box now.
No. He shot something. He shot something that he didn't stick around long enough for him to see what had happened after he shot it. And he knew he hit it. He knew he hit something. And that is it.
Let's just say if you want something shot and then nobody around to question it further, I'm your man.
I'm just like concerned look from everyone, and a nod of like, yeah, that makes sense. As long as you're not shooting a rat, you know, like that's out of the question.
Why would I shoot a rat?
Just joking about.
But they have as much right to live as you do.
If not more.
You've done some pretty bad things, Ilya. I know some rats that are perfectly good people.
So have you.
Yes, but I work towards a goal. Sometimes you must make a... You must
I'm gonna jump in the water and see
walk
what I
a
can do.
difficult road to achieve something good.
Cool. All right. I was about to call Lucy Eris, but that would have made sense as well.
That's her name.
Yeah. Cool. So the ritual is over.
I'm gonna get in the water and check.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come up after a few seconds and be like, we're all good, let's go. Oh, if only I could turn into like a dolphin or something. I think that will be my next aim, to learn water animals. There we go.
Maybe we can take a vacation when we get paid from this, certainly.
Ooh, maybe we could go to an island. I could study them, and then I could become one.
Pretty difficult to get to islands off of Bela'Dun, but there's a swamp north of Damarel. I'll
Swamp's
admit that dolphins aren't inherently indigenous to swamps, but certainly there'll be some sort of sea life.
I've heard of a white dolphin that lives in a swamp.
I've not heard of that.
Mystical creature.
It sounds intriguing.
Hey, Hazel! Before we
Yeah.
put our lives in your hands, you mind telling us how this spell works? How close do we have to stay to you?
You get in and you go 5 times, and then you can breathe.
Wait, so you have to inhale the water? Sorry,
Oh,
I should have left
yeah.
that for.
Yeah.
Sorry, should have left that for Albie to ask. I was asking because I didn't.
You stay out of this, you.
Just Google water breathing 5e. Actually, don't do that. Maybe spell of water breathing.
No,
Water
it's not
breathing
Sorry,
5e will give you
sorry.
the wrong
So you
answer.
need to get in the water and you need to inhale as much as possible 5 times, and then you can breathe underwater as much as possible. You don't have to be near me. None of that counts. It's done. 24 hours. It's on you.
Should I be snorting the water as I breathe it through my mouth as well?
I have literally no
No,
fear.
you have
Straight in.
immunity.
Oh,
Okay, cool. So,
I'm gonna wait for everyone else to go first.
so Ilya just jumps in. Albie, any response to her description of the spell?
Yep, I'm gonna wait and watch and see everyone else do it first, and then if they don't die, I'll follow. If they do die, I probably won't.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to get in, and a little confusedly, I'm going to face the wall so that nobody can see me. And then I'm going to breathe in as much as I can 5 times.
Okay.
Why are you against the wall?
I don't want anyone to
know
see
why
me.
you-
It was a little bit misleading.
Okay.
I was next to the wall earlier, leaning on it, waiting for you to come back as a bear. So when I get in, I'm still next to the wall, so I can face the
Okay.
wall and nobody can see.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a plate with some white stuff on it. Yeah. Gotta read that in.
What?
You were saying something about in the nose? About snorting something in the nose earlier on?
I don't know what you're on about.
I don't remember that, Max. That may have been a thing you were doing outside of the game.
What?
I'm gonna
So
get in the
you-
water and I'm gonna tug on Aspen's hand and I'm gonna pull him down and start swimming down.
Okay, cool. So you guys, so Ilya, you went in first. You immediately just take your 5 inhales of the water, and you are fine.
I do not take 5 inhales of the water. I just breathe in there.
Oh wait. Do you just breathe underwater?
They were fucking around.
I don't like the use of they in that statement.
Who's they?
Because you're laughing as well.
Ah, okay. So you guys tricked me. I didn't even.
We were
research.
tricking Adam, but you refused to Google shit. So yeah, you got tricked too, bitch.
I wasn't tricking Adam. I'm tricking.
Yeah, you're tricking
Albie.
Albie.
What's the difference between taking mouthfuls and breathing?
Nothing. I just thought it'd be funny to watch
It's
you.
just funny
be like
to
a
watch you
fish like a
try,
guppy.
have to breathe in forcibly 5 big
Hazel's not
mouthfuls.
that chaotic. She just thought it'd be funny to watch you try and be a fish. Like that was it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
assume that Eris follows us because I don't know where she is.
Yeah, and seeing Ilya breathing normally, Albie jumps in and does the same.
Oh, now we try.
I had very little
Yeah.
choice. I was dragged down.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But I'll
So
follow closely behind like Hazel and Aspen because they've been down here before.
I'm gonna load a bolt into my crossbow.
okay. Does anybody else want to do anything?
I'm gonna keep one dagger held just at the ready, just to make sure.
I'm gonna, if I can, because I don't know how far away he is from me. I'm gonna swim near Ilya, point at his bow. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna point at his bow, and then be like, in the water. And then I'm gonna point at my crossbow and go.
And I'm just gonna like hold up my dagger and point it and be like,
I'll point
If
at that.
you can
I'm gonna point at
breathe
that and also
underwater-
be.
If you can breathe underwater, surely you can speak.
Would the sound?
It would. It would. Yeah, the sound would be all distorted. But I'm saying, like, technically, you could speak.
Yeah. Would an infinite amount of air come out of lungs, like if we were speaking?
It doesn't matter. You can breathe it. They do
Just breathe
this.
it, yeah.
They
Because
do it
there's
a lot.
oxygen in water. So...
They do it a lot. And you don't need the
Okay.
oxygen when you've got water breathing spells. They do it a lot in Critical Role. Yes, you can speak. Yes, it does sound muffled under the water. I would say, in my experience of talking to people underwater, you know, when you're younger and you play
It's
that
like,
game, like, what can you hear? It's pretty shit. So I'm gonna stick with my like divers signals
Fair enough.
for now.
It wasn't
So,
so much
yeah.
you should do it. It was like
No,
it
yeah.
occurred to me that because we
Theoretically,
can breathe,
yes, you
does that mean
can.
theoretically we could talk?
Yeah, 100%.
We might not be able to understand.
You can talk.
But
You can also chant the verbal components to spells because they don't have to come out like word for word
You're
perfectly.
doing them
You just have to be
correctly,
chanting them.
Because I think we had this conversation when we went into the lake in the Arc 2.
Yeah, I think that was
We were
Arc
talking
1.
about the fact that we had waterproof and stuff.
Oh no, yeah, you were
water
talking
breathing
about that
potions.
lake. I was thinking of
We
the
had
river.
potions, yeah.
Oh no, the river, that was mostly just swimming and running
Yeah,
and
Okay.
some teleporting.
Cool.
some shadow
Alright,
jumping.
So you guys jumped into the water, and are you starting to descend then?
Yeah, we're
yeah, I'm
we're going down.
Aspen
Okay.
down.
Eris is with Albie, roughly.
Okay. Cool. So you guys start to you submerge yourself into water, and you start to descend down. You've reached the 15 to 20 feet point, and you start to see around you guys the skeletons, of which Hazel was speaking about previously.
Can I just summon my sword and like tap one so it spins around slowly in the water so that I can see if it has anything on it as it's spinning?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. You spin it around, and you see nothing but like torn kind of tarp in a way, if that makes
That's
any
fine.
sense. Like a torn.
I'll let
torn
the
pla-
sword dissipate into nothingness and carry on swimming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surely I would know roughly where that item of nondescript cuboid nature was.
So yes, because you could see under the water, couldn't you? You because it was dim. It was dimly lit. You've got night vision, I think it was called, or dark vision.
Wait,
So you
I
could
don't think
see-
I've got
you could
dark
see-
vision.
Have you not? I swear.
No, I'm variant human. I'm almost certain I don't have dark vision.
Me too.
So if that's the
Yeah,
case,
no
then,
dark vision for me.
If that's the
Me
case,
neither.
then
Did you
Ilya?
roll it?
But gold glints. It
I have
glinted,
dark
and that's what I shot at. So
Yeah.
it doesn't need
yeah.
to.
So you have an idea, but remember you weren't moving. You were just literally falling.
Yeah.
Right? So you have some kind of idea as to what direction it could have been in.
So
but
I'm looking for roughly where I think it is. Admittedly, I'm looking for the only sort of mild glint in the darkness.
Okay.
Given that I'm just
roll-
behind as well, I want to make sure if anything tries to come at us, I would be the first one to tap Aspen on the
Yeah.
shoulder and be like, yo.
Because you've got that trait, don't you, where you can kind of feel any harm or
The
danger.
danger
coming
stuff
towards you.
is, I would say, because it's when traveling for an hour or more, I think it is somewhere through there. But like, I would say that's only if we're like exploring on the road and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit too much if it's all the fucking time.
Yeah, because it would probably break the.
Just because there's a lot of shit
interaction.
on there.
Yeah.
I did
Okay.
keep one track of one thing though in combat. I'll let you know if we get to some combat.
Good.
But yeah.
So yes, if you could, that was your investigation roll.
If you were telling me to roll investigation, that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
rolled.
that's what it would. Yeah. So you, unfortunately, at 6, you very vaguely remember it being kind of below you to the right, but that's all you can remember because when you were descending, you remember kind of looking over in that direction at you. That's very, very basic, even at 6.
That's fine.
Probably more information you need to know. But when you look over there, where you thought it was, you see nothing. No glimmer.
Given the direction that we're going in, can I have a quick like perception check or something? See what's going on. See if
Yeah,
I notice
absolutely. Yeah.
You're just
so
looking for like general shit.
looking
it.
generally.
Just looking in general, yeah.
I'm gonna grab another drink, baby.
Cool. So with 12, you see, kind of like, algae and, kind of seaweed as you're kind of going down. Vegetation under the water. You've seen, obviously, the skeletons. you look around, you see nothing but kind of darkness, and you also see a slight shimmer to the bottom left of where you are descended. Yeah, nothing.
So-
Nothing. You don't know what that is, but you can just see something just vague.
Okay.
As me and Eris are making up like the third part of this as group 3 and final, could we see if we perceive anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
As I do sort of perceive this thing down there, I'm just gonna like tap Aspen and just point in that general direction. Just be like
Okay.
down, right over there. Swim that way.
Okay. So yeah, Albie, with that, you will see everything that Ilya had seen, including a light shimmer, but to the bottom right of you.
Ooh, okay. Let's continue to swim downwards and towards. You know how much Albie loves the side of gold, or golden things that may not even be gold.
It could,
Let's
yeah,
have a look.
you're right.
Sure. So I don't know what order you want to do things in terms of time, but we're gonna go straight down.
Cool. So for yourself, then Albie, you go further. You're now on the round of 30 to 35 kind of feet deep. You start to see kind of like this shimmer against like the rock edge. You know, there's still plenty of depth beneath you. So this is kind of like just on the edge of the kind of cliff, kind of weird kind of cliff-ish underwater cliff that you see.
Like a reflection on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, and you find this.
What's happening?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
What's happening?
Albie and Ilya have spotted something shimmering in two different places.
I tapped on
so
your
they're
shoulder
now-
and pointed in the direction of the one glimmer that I saw.
I'm pointing my crossbow in that direction.
Hey.
So what you had found is Albie is it looks fairly fresh.
Okay. Am I close enough to it to pick it up, or do I need to swim down a little bit more?
No,
Yeah.
no, you've got that. But
Okay. Yeah. I'll take
it
it.
looks fairly fresh. It looks fairly fresh, like fairly new.
Have you whispered to them what it is?
Yes.
Oh, because I would have liked to have swam with Ilya, but not to get whatever it is he's going to get. I'm mostly his bodyguard in this scenario.
Yeah, I'd be swimming down, I imagine, at the same time that Albie's going to go to his. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm just going with Ilya, but I'm watching his back, so I'm not even really seeing whatever he's gathering.
I'm gonna turn to Eris and go.
You have to do this thing. You have to go like. What are you doing?
Is there its back, by the way? Sorry.
I saw a token move, so I didn't know if that was you or her.
No,
She's
that
not
wasn't me.
declared.
Lucy?
Is it Lucy back?
Eris?
Okay. Well, assume that
cut
like.
out for the moment.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Albie.
But she is
I was gonna say our little 3 little groups. Assume that ours is picking up that thing you whispered me and
Sure. Okay.
the first one of the other 2 groups.
Okay. Cool. And Ilya, you, as you descend closer towards what you're not quite sure what this is, but it's a glimmering kind of area. You see these.
Baby.
Seep.
There you are. That is what you see.
Oh, fair enough. So, in terms of like compared to what I have, does it look the same in like, does it look like standard, or does it look like a different sort of?
Yes, it looks different. It looks different.
Okay.
Cryptic.
I'm just gonna grab it and like.
Good question. That's a very good question.
What did he ask?
So he asked, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll take what I have, go up towards Aspen, open up the like pouch that I would have put it in, and just show him the gold that I've gotten, but it's incredibly old looking, covered in sediment and sand, as it says on here. But it looks different to the currency that we have on our person.
I'm gonna take a
So
coin
much older.
and just inspect it weirdly, and then I'll put it back in his pouch and just sort of water shrug. I don't know if I would know anything about it.
Let's have a look. Do you know anything about it? Roll history for me.
Okay. Oh, I'm great at that. You will not believe the dizzying highs of this roll. It's a plus
Wow.
nothing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not a terrible roll, but yeah, no plus.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah. Why is it?
Huh?
Was it just a base roll?
I don't have anything to history.
Oh, you got. Oh, okay. So okay. With that, you see you as you look at the coin, you definitely see that it's not kind of minted the way that you would commonly see coins today. It seems incredibly old. You're certain that it's of a more ancient. It's not a coin that is commonly used nowadays, but you would say that it's really really old.
Okay.
You're not familiar with the stamp, with the mint.
Does it have any sort of defining features?
It has on there. 1 second. It has on there a stamp that relates to a flame and the letter Z.
Zoltan.
So that is all you see.
Okay. Who's doing the notes?
Adam? Oh, it wasn't Adam this
No.
time. He
No,
did- So, who did the notes this time?
The unfortunate thing is it's Lucy.
And she's not even.
which
Oh.
means it's Ulrich.
Okay. Yeah, can you just fill in for now? All right, is that all right?
Sure.
Haven't written anything.
If we're going back to us again, can me and Eris have another little search around, see if there's anything more like the thing we picked up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you roll investigation for me, please?
Sure thing. $25.
Nice.
Okay. Right. So you see this. So around you, you see another grouping of kind of shimmering of shimmer.
Okay.
Very very distinctive. Very much in front of you. Further down, right ahead of you. Which will probably make you go a further 15 feet or so deeper than everyone else.
Okay. I'm gonna let my greed take the better of me and swim towards it.
Okay. Cool.
Me and Ilya, I assume if you're cool with this, Ilya, are swimming back to Hazel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So right now it's Albie with Eris.
Mhm.
Yes. You. my
She
friend.
says yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Why can't she talk at the
Yeah.
moment?
Internet's just disconnected from a laptop.
Ah, that sucks.
Because our internet sucks.
Yeah.
How's it only affecting one of you?
You tell me. Honestly.
I think so. Okay. You, sir, see this?
Oh.
Also,
100% just sent him a dick pic.
he wouldn't say "oh" if I was to send him a dick. He would he'd be like, damn.
He'd be like, same noise, but with slightly more concern. He'd be like,
yeah,
"Ooh."
like ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh. No, no.
That must have hurt.
Right, so
and
Albie and assumedly Eris would like
Yeah.
to pick up at least one of those each, if we may.
okay,
The whole gallery.
yeah. And just to you joker. Uh, um, bear with me, sorry, while I.
Hazel will bear with you, or at least she would have.
Mhm.
No.
The music's so like odd. It was perfectly loud enough, and now it's not loud enough at all.
And yes, you grab one each. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey. All right. Again, we'll look at each other and go, and that's the signal to potentially regroup and swim back to everyone else.
Okay. Cool. Hazel, do you want to do anything? Are you still in bear form? You're not anymore, are you?
No.
You're still...
No, I'm me.
So Hazel, what would you like to do?
Just follow suit, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just letting them take the lead. I was already down here. I'm just following.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so everyone who's investigated has had some form of whispers. You kind of know what it is that you're seeing.
I didn't get any whisper.
Oh well, you know what was off the back of it.
Yeah,
so
I wasn't
that's-
looking at anything. I don't want no whispers.
Yeah, you were going for more bodyguard
Oh, it's
protection.
crossbow duty.
Yeah, you're crossbow. Cool.
Hmm.
All right, so you all noticed that Albie obviously had travelled much further than everyone else, but it didn't seem as if he was in any danger as he returned.
Eris
back
went
to
with him the whole time, right?
Yes, Eris was with
That's
him.
fine.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As he
so
comes
Eris-
back, I'd want to look at him and just sort of do a sort of shrug, just like,
And I'm gonna fish out one of the things we found.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Hey.
So,
You come-
have you
Wait,
you been?
does that mean my advice worked, Lucy? Because it was not accurate.
Yeah. My house blew up, but yes.
Oh damn. Sorry, Ulrich. Is Lucy up to date, or do you want me to just quickly recap for everyone?
I've
So-
given her the vague recap that we've found some funky old-timey golds, and there's been a lot of and dick
Yeah.
pics, you know?
Yeah.
That's what he told me, and I was like, what? Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
cool.
So,
So-
when we wandered a little bit deeper, we found. Are we able to talk normally? Because I feel like if
Yeah.
we catch
Yeah.
Lucy up, then everyone's gonna know what we got.
No,
So-
I think
I'm gonna need you to do the wibble thing.
Okay, fine. I'll do the wibble thing. When we found these gold bars, and I can't do the wibble thing. And
You did it
the
great.
Yeah,
other-
I couldn't
Yeah,
even
you did it really good,
understand
yeah.
him, like, damn.
He's gonna hold one up. It's like. Now constipated.
So what do I see in his hand?
A gold
So-
bar is what you see in my hand.
you see a 1 ounce gold bar. Bearing in mind it is an ounce, so they're not very big.
Yeah, but neither's he, so it looks massive.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so in Albie's hands they are quite massive. But an ounce gold bar you're looking at like
I just sort of, you know, a bit
Guys.
of, sort of,
it's not very much.
Don't mind that. It's a normal noise to hear.
Yeah, he just dropped a gold bar. So it's got no types of mint. They are very roughly cast. And they again look
Very simple. There's a swastika on the
Very
top,
simple.
and that's all. Move on.
No, you
looking
can see
like
that
Skyrim,
it's
where
it's
just
dark.
pure gold, but in
Yeah.
bar form.
So usually darker gold tends to kind of equate to 1 purity plus age. So it's quite dark, but it's gold.
How big is the swastika? Because I feel like I could have passed the full one.
Roll sleight of hand.
How many angels came out when he opened the ark that he found the gold in?
Oh my god.
As he dusts it off and reveals.
Look away!
This is actually like my best roll, so 23.
Oh, okay.
How big is the swastika, man?
It's just one piece of swastika. Like,
It's swastika shaped.
Which is one arm of it, yeah, like an L.
yeah, it's just one arm. Fucking hell, you guys, man. So you brush it down. It's obviously got a lot of dirt on and stuff around it, but you brush it down.
Most things underwater are inherently dusty.
Well, not dusty. You know what I mean. Come on, man. Come on, Josh. Like, come on.
Chummy, like,
I'm not as good with words like you, Josh. Yeah. All right.
I'm just fucking around.
So it's obviously got it's all sediment and all that all over it.
Ooh, fancy.
It shows you reveal nothing. Is that my car?
It's not your car anymore. You live in Birmingham.
Car alarm going off outside. Anyway. Yeah, so again, you dust it off, but it shows nothing more than just really poorly casted gold. Like it's very shit. Is the best way I can put it. Like
Albie's just like, this isn't cast well at all. Throws it away.
Yeah. But it is certainly gold.
Many dollars of this gold.
Surely all the quest is not to simply gather gold.
No, but it's just lying there.
I just start swimming.
Ulrich, what do you do? Start swimming.
I like
I don't.
I like how Albie was trying to hold back the laugh.
Very poorly, very poorly.
As he's trying to do it.
Uh,
Okay. So okay.
We certainly would like some gold.
You sound like the tall guy in the car from Simpsons.
Who
On
was
a holiday on Armadillo.
Just reminds me of that bit
Cool.
where they pants Nelson. He has to walk down the road, and he's like, "Blow kisses to them."
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, so you guys,
I'm done.
So he's communicated that there's more gold bars further down where he was and where him and Eris were. Sorry, and this is the deepest you guys have been so far. So what do you want to
Have
do?
we found any sort of bottom?
Nope.
So where this gold is like piled up is just like outcrops from the edge.
So outcrops from the edges, where it's kind of landed. So you're all kind of still.
And Ilya's already half swimming towards the curvature of that opposite
Yeah.
side.
You can all see the curvature as you're getting further
I'm gonna
down.
swim around Hazel, tap her on the butt twice, and then start following Ilya.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I
So
swear she's
Ilya,
not a bear anymore.
She's not a bear
She's
No,
anymore.
no.
She's just a mute human.
I'd have done it either
yeah,
way.
like what? You're such a pervert, mate. You know what I mean? You banged a human, like or a druid.
She's not even a bear anymore. Why would you touch her
Yeah,
butt?
man.
Yeah. Seeing the
I will
sort of
follow.
relative indifference to the gold bars, I'm gonna go back and get the rest of them.
I knew that's what you
Sure.
would. What's Eris
Sure.
doing? Because if Eris comes with the group, Albie's by himself.
Okay.
No, I'm still with Albie.
Terrible choice.
Hell yeah, you are! Let's get rich and retire from this group.
I just turn over to Aspen, at my bow, and point towards Albie, and then just go.
Don't hit us because you ain't us.
I just go like this.
You do what? Sorry, I didn't see. Sorry.
Just
I
a
was trying
thumbs
to
up.
fly. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So anyway, Ilya, Albie, you collect the rest of the bars, and there's nothing more that you can see.
How many?
How many?
I'll whisper you. I'll whisper you.
So you already have one, by the way, Eris, because you wasn't there at the time, but you grabbed one. We made you grab one. Yeah. And there is collectively. You know what? I'm just gonna say it.
We made you do other shit as well, but we can't talk about it.
I've just whispered her the original amount you gave me.
Oh, did I? Should I tell you?
You
Oh,
you told me when I
Yes,
first
I
found
did.
them.
I
Yeah.
did. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So, swimming.
Okay, cool. So Ilya and Aspen have started to descend further. You now start to reach the 60 to 70 feet mark. Beneath you, you see nothing but darkness, but you do start to see the curvature um, of the kind of roof, should we say, the ceiling to this kind of underwater cabin. Um,
Also, I'd
and
like to point out how everyone's just given up with my character names at this point. It's just calling me Ulrich instead. Like,
I just called you Ilya.
yeah, you called me
Yeah.
Ulrich, and then
I
called
called
me
you.
Ilya.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
everyone else
Yeah.
keeps calling me Ulrich.
I only called you
Wonderful.
Ulrich to refer to you, the person, not doing the Wibble voice. As Ilya.
We're always in character, man.
I have been.
Okay.
I'm
so-
incredibly method.
I had an
So you-
aneurysm trying to read that.
As I drink underwater.
But
Okay,
yes,
so
roof of
you've reached the point now where you see the curvature, the roof or ceiling of this underwater cabin. And beneath you is this darkness, but ahead of you, roll a perception check, both of you, please.
Who's both?
Ilya and Aspen.
Hazel's coming with us.
Hazel's with you? Hazel as well.
Yeah.
I slapped her on the
So
arse.
now I thought you were just going.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
thought I
said
was
I'd
just doing that
follow.
for my own enjoyment. I mean, I was, but it was also a signal to
Yeah,
follow.
to follow. Which I am.
Cool. So if all three of you could please roll a perception check, you're roughly around 75.
Can I roll
22 is my
investigation?
roll.
You can roll. Yeah, you know what? Both.
Thanks, man.
Investigation,
Nat 20,
investigation or-
motherfucker!
Oh shit. Okay.
We all see
Yeah,
everything.
still less
So
than
all three of
Hazel,
you-
and only just higher than.
To be fair,
than
I rolled a
Ilya.
19.
Yeah, you did. So all three of you clearly see basically light
Ah,
ahead of where you are going.
basic
um,
light.
Like light is breaching something. Like it's potentially the surface of another.
Surface.
And it's further down. Maybe I would say it's probably going to hit the 100 feet mark if you were to go all the way to where that point is.
Ilya, there's some sort of twilight up there. It's a new dawn.
I just look back at him, just like, okay.
I will
Cool.
head once more onto the breach.
Yes.
Okay. And
My dagger at the ready.
sorry, Albie and Eris. What are you two?
They're
doing?
dead. The gold fell on them.
now-
Move on.
So you collected your gold. You're still at the location where you collected gold.
They're
the
setting
gold
up a
bars.
market underwater.
Gold for gold.
You're roughly
Black
35
market.
feet now behind them.
They're trying to negotiate with the vegetation, which is just screaming for no reason.
You're now 35 feet behind. This is gonna
What?
be remembered for the- this is gonna be remembered for the like session. Cool.
I've been doing it this whole time. I'm not giving up on it now.
Good.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I love it. I love it.
Commitment.
I love it.
It's now making me think of the buttery biscuit base thing.
Yeah.
Based,
Cool.
based,
The buttery
based,
biscuit.
based.
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Eris?
I said we'll follow. We'll follow.
She's so quiet. Turning Eris up.
Sorry, it's because I
I can't-
swapped my phone to kind of relieve my laptop.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
I'll see if I can change that.
I'll follow her.
Also, there's a lot of wobbling happening in the background. Okay, sure.
They
so you
follow.
you guys follow and you catch up. You're now roughly, I would say, 15 feet behind the rest of the group. So we'll go back to the other three. So you guys have now gotten to the point, and you can clearly see there is a surface as you approach this this light area. Do you wish to breach, or do you want to chill and wait for the red?
I am already heading to the breach.
Cool. So all three of you, do all three of you? Or is it just Aspen?
I'm going.
Ilya's following.
Like 100% going.
Hazel,
Oh, Hazel's on.
We're not far behind.
do you have consent to breach?
I'm just
And
copying
clear.
Aspen. Like, I'm just
That's a
following what he
yes.
does.
No matter what. Okay, cool. So the three of you reach this point, and as you get closer and closer to this light, it really starts to kind of show you how, even though the water stunk as hell, how crystal clear this water is. It's incredibly pure.
Is there a
looking.
single point of light, or is the whole like
It is-
surface just lit up?
Yes, it is it's a surface area that is just lit up.
Okay. As
Yeah.
I'm reaching the top of the water, can I slow down and instead of like full on mermaid style flick the hair breaching, can I just get to the near the top of the water and then slightly rise up so that my like head just like this is the water and I just kind of want to be like
Creepy villain. sort of, like rising out of the swamp.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
like Jason coming out of a lake, but only his first step.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Roll investigation or perception for me, please.
Fabulous. 19.
Cool.
Mr. Godman.
You see these.
Ooh.
God, man, I gotta. Here we go.
I love how I
You
called
see
you Mr.
a-
Godman. You followed it up by going, God, man.
Got a nice ring to it.
It's Max's version of donuts. Donuts.
You're already on The Simpsons.
I know,
Right,
it's just
yeah.
playing through my mind. I don't know why. Ooh, okay. I will hang about and I will wait for the others to emerge
I'll rise up
because
and do the
submerge
same.
is the opposite of that.
Nope. Submerge, you mean? Okay. So, Ilya, you are doing the same?
Yep.
Okay. You want to roll investigation or perception?
12.
Okay.
I'm gonna
The water
say
just got in my eyes.
I'm
Came
gonna
up.
say it like a medium, like a kind of quiet volume, and also underwater. So I don't know how well this is gonna travel. And this might be wrong. So Max, you may need to clarify. I'm just gonna say, I think we're outside. Are we outside, Max?
Ilya, you can see what I just sent to you.
Hmm,
So
like a room.
no, you are not outside. You don't believe you're outside.
Ah. But there must be a way to get this particular kind of light into this room.
Oh, you can't see that yet. You can't see where it comes from. It's coming. It's coming nothing more than an open space ahead of you. That is all you can see.
Oh.
So it's almost like a
So
corridor.
it's, like, so it's kind of like a
How am I
like-
discerning this nature, the nature of this light as per your message, if I can't see the origin of the light?
because you
Because I
would
can feel the
know you would know that
photosynthesis.
no, it's more of okay. You would know the difference between natural light and or light made from a torch, for example. You would know the difference.
It's
Like, if you
beaming at me from an unknown location
It
in
is-
the darkness.
It is beaming into a room ahead of you. So I'll be a bit more descriptive. So,
Okay.
all right. So this room. So imagine the pool that you guys have just you went into originally when you look at the screen.
I'm in there.
Pretty much.
I gotcha. I'm with you so far.
So you're pretty much emerging from a pool similar to that. A lot more rougher around the edges, less kind of sculpted, or chiseled. Yeah. And a lot more kind of like an underwater type of like a cavern that's not been well developed. But as ahead of you, you see kind of these poorly made steps and an opening in front, and through that opening you see natural light coming through.
Okay. So perhaps
into
this leads
the
to
room that you're in.
outside.
So this space that you're in is
I would like to change my statement to I think that leads to outside. Except it sounds like this. I think about leaving it to outside.
I raise my head above the water and be like, yeah, probably.
Okay.
And I want to swim towards that way.
Okay. So do you guys just want to come out then?
Yes.
I'm waiting for Hazel.
I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
already
so.
out, but, like,
Yeah.
you know, I guess I could do this right here.
I want to go to the light.
So the three of you.
I thought it, but I let it go.
Yeah, I also realized what I'd said. So the three of you and you are in that open space that I had just mentioned. Literally, you can see a door ahead of you. Well, not even a door, just an open space.
Me and Hazel just sit here as Ilya goes into the next room, like, bye, sexual.
I can't stop laughing 'cause I keep seeing you fucking laugh in there.
I was listening to Max. Why the fuck did you interrupt?
So
Now I'm confused.
you guys have emerged from the water, and it's in the open space that I had mentioned before. A very poorly constructed pool with everything that is rough, pretty much all the rocks and everything. Nothing, it's not been well designed. Just this section here. But ahead of you, you see an open doorway, should we say? But it's not got a door on it. It's all made from stone as you look in front of it. And ahead of you, you see what looks to be sunlight breaking through from the ceiling.
Okay.
Or from this area, but it is concentrated. It is a concentrated
It's like a beam.
light source coming down ahead of you in the room that's in front of you, not the room that you are in.
Okay. Are there stairs to get out of the water? Or is it just water all the way through? Josh.
It's a real question.
When is it not? I'm talking like, so if you know, like if you were in a room, it will make sense when you.
It wasn't a question I was asking Max. It was more
No,
something I was thinking to the group.
Be silly.
Yeah, it will make sense when you see
So
it.
we're currently in the water still, right?
You are currently.
Ilya's
Are there
getting
steps
out.
getting out of the water?
Yep.
Rough ones.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to get out of the water.
Cool.
I'm going to follow alongside Hazel because I want to protect her.
Eris and Albie, you're 15 feet behind. What do you want to do? To swim up? Follow
Shall
them?
we catch up
Give a
with them?
break.
You wish.
Okay. Cool. Do you just follow them confidently, or do you also
Yeah.
want to do the whole? Yeah, just confidently.
100%.
We can
I'm
breathe
confidently.
underwater now, can't we?
So no,
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been doing that the whole time. Have
Yeah.
you been holding your breath until this point, Eris?
So the two of you follow suit. You come through the water because you've already seen the other three kind of break through without having to have any kind of caution behind it. You feel confident that they feel confident about what they're moving into. So
I
all
think we just want to
five
catch up to them at this point, yeah.
yeah. So all five of you are now in this room.
Yep.
Now ahead of you.
Ilya's heading into the room first. We're behind him.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We've
If
already
he
cut
dies
that.
instantly in that room, we'll
I should
watch.
specify very specifically specifying that I've put away my dagger and I've pulled out my bow because I'm better with my bow.
Oh, I thought you
Okay.
were like trying to.
I still have my stuff, and I
Appear
tap it on the ground
non-hostile.
and make flowers grow on the top of it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Okay.
you shall not pass.
Make flowers on my bow?
Yeah.
Look great.
Oh,
No,
I'm
on
then
the
going to
ground.
do druid craft and do this to find out what the weather will be like tomorrow.
Okay. The
Hot.
weather-
Sunny,
gonna be
we're in the
hot.
desert.
And
Oh, so
sunny.
it's all so I've got a little miniature sun. Oh,
You got
I'm going to show Aspen and be like, it's going to be nice and hot when we
That's
go.
good
As
to
long as
know.
it isn't the face of a baby.
I'll be
then
honest,
it's
it-
Ooh.
Probably my guess, but
funky.
I see.
The
Okay.
fuck, man.
Well, can you swap me around with Ilya, please? I don't want to be on the edge.
Yes, please.
We're the last ones to come in.
Okay.
You
So
stop
Listen.
it.
please,
Sorry.
please, can you tell me what you can see? Sorry, because like every layer looks the
the
same.
whole thing.
Everything.
What is everything?
We can see the
see
map.
a square room with some things off to the left and right and
Looks
up
like
and down.
stairs.
There is a concentration of sunlight in the
Pillars or
center.
braziers?
If
around
anything's
us.
on the
We
GM
can't
layer,
see
we
any
can't see.
people or items.
Yeah, no
or
enemies.
notes or words or anything like that.
Can you see? Okay.
We can see each
Um,
other.
Just a map, our tokens, and a grid.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
perfect.
concur.
Thank you.
I would say
Okay.
that you can probably move Ilya in front of everyone, and then Albie and Eris behind everyone.
Ilya, yep, that makes sense. Beautiful. I'll move you there, and you two there. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like Ilya's further ahead than that in relation to the rest of us.
Myself further.
No, I meant like all of us moving back away from you. I didn't picture you as being right in the center of the room as yet.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
I want to see what's in
This is
this
what you
room
see.
properly.
You say that now, but when something goes off that kills everyone in a 10-foot radius, I'd like to be 10 feet away from him.
Or maybe 15 feet, because 10 feet away would be in the thing.
Proceed with caution,
11
Ilya.
feet away from him.
Don't do anything stupid now.
Yeah, so I want to just look around the room, see if I see anything interesting.
Trigger E.
Especially in front of me with the light.
Is that a domestic happening outside your house?
Definitely, Max.
Right,
I told you I'm trying to move.
You just reach for your shotgun. Oh, like that.
Do you fix crime in your area the same way that people fix the antenna on their TV?
What?
He's
What?
got a coat
So-
hanger. Like, what is
Oh, no,
what is
that's
the
just-
solution
That's
here?
just to
To
grab
reach
the
handle.
handle so I can pull my.
Oh, okay.
Very obvious.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
I literally said, he was like, oh, he's using it to shut the window. And Josh is like, oh my god, what is this mentalness?
I
Feel like
thought,
never seen a handle
thought you were possibly going to try and knock one of them out boomerang style. I'm sorry.
Okay, sure.
Mm.
So, sorry, I didn't catch if you guys were doing anything because I was being distracted by what was going on outside.
No.
So you're now in this
Ilya
room.
was just looking.
am-
Sorry, can I just a very quick map question? Is the light coming from like a pit in the middle shining upwards, or is it like a hole in the ceiling shining downwards?
Hole in the ceiling shining downwards.
Right, okay.
It's sunlight.
Is it?
Light from the sun.
Is there
sun.
anything in the center of the room?
Specifically, concentrated
Is there anything
sunlight.
in the center of the room where the light is?
Yes, precisely.
Yeah, cool. Can you roll
Brightness.
investigation or perception? I don't mind.
18.
Fabulous.
Okay. You see this.
No.
The rolliest of rolls.
Does it look like the thing we're looking for?
Still
What do you see?
very
Sorry. Do you see a red square?
checky.
No, we can
Thing.
see a almost. It looks like a chest if you'd
Silver?
reverse
A
the
white
colours
and
on it.
blue thing.
Or a battery.
Yeah.
It's probably not a battery. It looks like a chest if you'd reverse the colours. Possibly because of the light.
Okay, so you only meant to see this.
Ah, were we
You're
not supposed to
meant-
see?
You're not meant to
chest.
see that.
It's a
Ah,
battery.
we see a red
Red
square
square?
of nondescript nature. Why did you do a red square with a filled-in thing?
To cover it.
You just not ask any questions related to the map, right?
What does it look like? Like this
Yeah.
What is it, like a
That's a
laser
good
beam?
question.
So this-
Presumably,
So
it's not
what
a
you
red
see,
square.
that red square
It's the
is
square of shame. Put him in
is
it.
a
Get in there,
platform.
Ilya.
Oh.
It is a platform.
Ah.
Like it's sort of like a red walled
It's,
bit that's
no, I just chose red because I just wanted
It
the color.
shows up.
Yeah, it shows up. That's all it is. So
it's just like a little race.
it's a red. Sorry, God, it's a platform that's just made from the stone that's like every other stone around here that you can see, but it looks a little bit more like it's been
Covered in color red.
no, like it's carved, and it seems a little bit more ornate than everything else around.
How raised is it? Like 2
Chisel.
feet, 5 feet, 20 feet? Shut up.
I'd say it's about just shy of 2 feet,
Oh, okay, so like steppable.
steppable, for sure.
In
Unless you're
usual,
Albie.
Stand on it.
Climbable if you're Albie.
in usual shooty man fashion, I'm going to shoot at it.
There's nothing on it.
Arrow. but there could be a trap.
He
Okay.
is right.
I
Okay.
mean, we literally found
You
floor
want
switches
to
in the
roll to hit. Sorry,
What?
yeah. Roll
But
to
you're shooting the side of the platform, right?
I'm shooting regardless of whatever you say so.
I'm not saying don't shoot. You're your own man. But
Where are you shooting?
where are you shooting?
Josh, let him just shoot. Just let
I'm
him
not
just shoot.
stopping him from shooting. I have
Yeah,
no control over his hands and the
let
arrows and
him
bows
shoot.
that he may be wielding.
Wherever Albie, Ilya can describe where he wants to shoot and what he wants to do. Just roll
Great.
to hit.
That would answer my question.
That is a 21 to hit. I've shot at the platform, presumably
You-
towards the center.
You to the center of the platform.
What,
Okay.
is it like a like a
Like
log?
you're shooting down because you're taller than it.
I'm
Yeah,
on the
because
steps.
you guys are on the steps and it's leading down towards this.
Oh,
Yeah, but
right. We're
even
on
on-
a gradient.
Regardless of the gradient, he's taller than
I
2
thought
feet.
we were stepping out of the pool as in up.
I think we
To
did.
be fair,
and then
so
we
did I
ended
at the time.
So you stepped out of the pool, and then I presumed that you went into this room. So if you chose not,
Oh, I see. I thought
moved
the
you into
steps
this
went
open
up
room.
into the room.
The steps
no,
go
no,
up
so-
out of the pool and then down into the
And
room.
then down
yeah,
again.
and then
yeah.
down
I
into,
thought
and
it
then
was
you got like a
going
yeah.
up into the room.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
No. So you it went
I
out.
was like, I thought the platform was up, and I was like, I don't understand.
No. So you've got so yeah. So does everyone kind of understand how the
We're
room
good.
is?
Yeah, sorry, it was just
Right.
me.
Yeah. Like yeah. Okay. So you're on the steps leading down into this open kind of courtyard type of open space, more
Mhm.
like. And you see a raised platform in the center that's around just shy of 2 feet high. That's a lot more ornate, as mentioned before. Like there was time taken to really make sure that that was symmetrical, even though it doesn't look symmetrical. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Ilya has fired his bow, fired his arrow at the center of this pillar or platform. And as you do that, a white light or mist in maybe in another way that's quite kind of sparkly. It kind of appears in front, and a hand grabs your arrow.
Ooh.
You fired it towards it, and you hear a voice saying, "Stop!" That's all you hear.
I
As
really-
they grab your arrow.
You want to show your face before
What you were gonna say,
And-
clever
stop
girl.
talking out of nowhere?
And what you see in front of you is a kind of mystical, kind of white being, not a ghost. It's not a ghost. It's like kind of celestial, maybe in some way or another. Like they've got it is see-through in some way or another, but it's kind of got glitter, sparkles, but not in a kind of like really kind of gay way, right? In a
Is it?
more
Would you
of
describe it as ethereal?
ethereal, yeah. Thank you. That's probably a better way
Okay.
to do it. Yes.
How opaque is it? Is it more on the see-through side, or is it more on the solid side?
More on the medium. It's more, I would say,
Fully
it's
50%
pretty see-through.
opaque.
It's about 50% opaque, 50%. So it's on that right.
Okay. So we don't know what this shit is.
And she grabs your arrow.
Yeah, I'll just walk up and I'll just be like, so basically, we're here for the box. That's what we're here for.
So responds, or this being responds with, "Who are you, travelers?"
I'll just look around to the rest of the group and be like, do we answer honestly?
Millie mercenaries. What are you?
What am I?
Yep.
Your worst fucking nightmare.
I am known as the Oracle. I know I'm super cliche. I'm terrible with names.
Oh,
Really wanted her to say Godzilla.
Godzilla's changed a lot, damn.
what the fuck is happening?
We search these catacombs, this dungeon, for some sort of box. We've been sent here on a mission. A perilous one so far.
I see. And every time she speaks, I'm not gonna do it, right? But every time she speaks, there's like a short echo after everything she says. So
I'll do
you can
it.
imagine
I got you
that.
covered.
You got me covered, yeah. I don't know if I want to see this. No, you're gonna throw me off if you do it.
We'll see.
Throw me off if you do it, yeah. So she said, so what you seek
Seek.
is here, but it is not for the common man.
Man.
I love you guys doing that. I love it.
At the words "common man," Albie wants to speak up and say, "Well, I think you'll find we're far from common. I am the king of these lands.
Abby, what's wrong with your voice?
My royal lineage dictates that I must have that box."
Oh, this is number 743 of his voice.
It's like the fourth one.
We've been with you for a long time.
And then she this being turns to you.
Yeah, we've been
Albie.
together for a year. This is the 700th one.
In fact, roll deception, please.
Boom.
Disgrace.
Disgrace.
Oh, come on, man.
Disgrace.
And she turns to you and say, "There is but one king, and you are not him."
You are not
I feel like
Oh my
you're
God.
mixing
Lucy.
Echo with like ghostly.
Kill it. You are absolutely killing
apparition-y.
it. Please continue. You're less distracting than Josh would be.
Oh, that's
this.
fine. I'm not gonna keep it up.
I'm gonna look. I'm
You
gonna
still haven't
whisper
answered
to Aspen and be
Mhm.
like,
She asked? What did she ask?
No, carry on. We'll get back to that in a second.
She's having a second Mothgate. What are you asking?
We need to put the boss music back on, innit?
I'm gonna not take my eyes off her, but I'm gonna like elbow Aspen and be like, do you think she's a spirit? Can you see her too?
I think we can all see her. Albie and Ilya have been talking to her, Hazel.
Surely she's not a real spirit then. I don't know if I trust her.
What do you mean by real spirit?
She's not of a spiritual world. This is a trick.
I would agree.
Only special ones can see.
Actual
Not
spirits.
everyone. Not Albie.
Probably not Albie, I'll definitely give you that.
I
Oracle!
Be cautious.
Do you seek to hinder our search for this box?
I bet she says yes.
She turns very slowly at you, Aspen. Every movement she does is very slow. And she's moved over and looked at you. And she says, "No." Like, everything she says is very basic. Like, there's no... Think of, if any of you have played... Basic bitch. Think of if any of you have played Legends of Zelda Skyward Sword. Think of Fee. No? Okay. Never mind then.
Well, fuck the lot of you.
Well, fuck you guys.
I've got what you're going
Sorry.
for. I'm gonna still stare at her and squint and say to Aspen, I trust what she's like.
Do we have any reason to fear you, spirit?
She's not a spirit.
She turns again to you. "I am not a spirit."
Told you.
And she then answers again, "No."
What do you seek to garner from this conversation with us?
"I am merely a protector."
Of what?
A box. Some
"Of
evil
what you
trickery.
see."
And if we sought to gather this item and return it to our charge in the city of Damarel, what would you do then?
She looks at you with these kind of soulless eyes. Like, she has no pupils. Like, she's just got white eyes. And she says, If you should pass the test, then you will prove yourself worthy.
What does this test consist of?
She looks again. You'll have to explore, and you will find the reason for this. That is all she says.
Is there anything you can tell us about the hazardous nature of the caverns that yet lay unexplored for us?
As in any more ahead of where you're going, or just
Yep.
what you're in right now?
I'm not worried about where we've been.
Okay, sure. She looks at you, says, "This is but your final step."
So how do we access these trials then?
He looks at you very slowly, and she raises her arm again, not very slowly like this, and she points over to the center of the area that you're in,
Where the box is. Platform.
where the
Stand-up.
platform is. Yeah, where the platform is.
Where's she? She over here.
I thought she was on the platform.
I thought she was on the platform as well.
She's actually here. Sorry, I should have said where she is, because she stopped your arrow as you were shooting it, pretty much
Ah.
Ah.
immediately. So she's pretty much bang in the middle of you. Let me see if I can find some sort of oracle-looking thing. I don't can choose for her.
It's alright, they're on it. Don't worry about it.
Who's on it? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That was very good. Thank you.
Sure.
Is that wind or wispy hair?
It's wind. That's
Ah,
not me, but I
nice.
assume it's wind.
Thank you, whoever drew that.
It's stinky lines. She's stinky.
Okay.
See here, Oracle. What are the nature of these trials? And why should I care?
I think she implied that we need to do them to get the box.
Can we
What
not
is your
simply
nature?
attack her and take the box? Is that
don't-
not the easiest
I
solution?
don't think she's got the box.
No, she needs to protect the box.
Whether or
What
not the
happened?
box will appear if we kill her, I don't know.
Probably not. If she's a protector and you kill the protector, if anything, you think it wouldn't appear.
Oracle,
I don't
if we were to
trust her.
kill you, would the
Okay.
box appear?
Slowly, kind of
Solid question.
slowly turns, and looks at you.
So creepy, man.
Yeah. And she's like, no.
Very well. Eris, she claims that the box would not appear if we were to kill her.
She could be lying.
She could well be lying.
Especially if she doesn't want us to kill her.
Can I insight check her?
Again, answer to my question.
You can if you want.
What was your question, Albie?
Asked what the nature of the trials was.
That's true.
So
She's
the
got-
nature
Also,
of-
should we?
as well, so-
Where's
Also,
insight?
are we
There is.
splitting up? I see multiple corridors in this room. Are we
we
splitting
haven't
up
got
or
that
staying
far
together?
yet. I think we're trying to figure out what the trials are.
Okay.
I'm assuming the trials are through these doors.
So there. Okay.
Okay.
So so out of character, there are no trials outside of this room. Everything is in this room.
Is that
But you have-
because...
You haven't gone anywhere else but these stairs. Bear that in mind.
But, like, the map implies 3 routes. Are these routes
I know.
closed?
Yeah, those are all closed.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. That's good to know.
They are all closed.
And my question
Sorry,
is,
sorry.
I see this map
yeah.
different to you guys because I thought that they were just walls. I didn't think they were stairs.
I think.
I wouldn't say they were stairs,
so-
but they look like pathways.
No.
Yeah, they are. But they're closed off. They're all closed
That's
off.
fine. That's fine.
So everything
Albie's
is in
answer?
this room.
Oracle, by the name of Thanatos, I will murder you where you stand if you do not give me an answer. What is the nature of these trials?
The name of what?
Nature.
Shut up, woman!
Okay.
If they're nature,
So-
I think we'll do quite well.
What is the nature of these trials? Doesn't mean they're nature-based.
Hey,
also
shut
Okay.
up. Who are you?
Also doesn't mean they're
godly
not
voice. Go
nature-based.
away.
this, and she looks at you,
You
she's
must
like,
grow a tree.
this
I
trial,
can do this.
We're gonna
this
die here.
trial was put here by our Emperor Pyrin. And she then says, walk, and then she looks over and says, see the platform over there, and that's it.
I'm gonna start walking towards the platform.
I walk too, but as I go and pass her, I just
Me
sort of
too.
stick my hand out and go like, "Can I have that back?"
Cool.
Oh, that's what that is. It's the arrow.
That's
Nice.
what it was, yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was
yeah,
a wand.
Oh,
Yes.
That's great.
And as you ask for the arrow to come back, it dissipates into
oh, sick burn.
She
As
did
I
all
it
get
the
dissipates
here-
into a light, not sand. It's kind of like
Grit.
no, yeah. Let's do that. No. It kind of like what's the word? I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it kind of like
Ash?
and turned not into ash. It's kind of like stars, but it's not stars. Do you know what I mean? It kind of dissipates.
Weird light particle.
Like
Dust.
it looks like
Light
like a star
particles,
sign.
Dust.
No, just
Dust.
yeah.
Turns to light and then nothing.
It turns to
Dust.
light and it's gone. Your light is gone. Your arrow is gone.
She has taken your light out of this world.
I will go straight in and onto the platform.
Nice.
Also, can I shouldn't have deleted the oracle. I want her to be there more. I want her to be there in case anyone wants to talk to her more.
They were just all terrible images, so I deleted mine. I can draw one. Who did the black and the white? Can you get rid of
I
the
thought
last
she
of the
turned
black
to
and
light.
the white? No,
No,
she turned his
she-
arrow
she
to black
turned
and
his
white.
arrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all know she stood there. We don't need like too much.
Yeah, it
imagery.
doesn't necessarily need a token. I concur.
Fine.
But I
So
will
so
drop you a little
she's
thing here.
yeah she's still she's now
There you go,
moved.
she's there.
That's fine.
Now we have many.
Yeah. I feel like the blue one is like both crappy and far too detailed. Whoever's achieved that, bravo.
Yours was
But
like a bell.
yeah, mine's fine.
Helen.
But that's what I'm going for. Just simple fucking token.
There you go.
I don't know what
I
the
don't
light
know-
green
oh
is.
God, what have I just done? I just deleted Hazel. Sorry. There we go. Well, because it was the same green. It was the same green. Okay, cool. So, Ilya, you've gone onto the pedestal or platform, and nothing happens.
Jump.
I just look over towards the oracle and I just sort of shrug a bit,
Mhm.
looking for a sign of help.
Also,
Can I? Oh, sorry.
go on.
Karen.
No,
I just want to look
so
around the edge of the platform.
Okay, cool. So as you guys have entered more into the area, sorry, because I was messing around with the freaking oracle and I forgot to just do this. So as you guys have moved closer into the area, you start to see. Can you see that? That
See
red
what?
square?
We can see the red square.
The other red square.
No.
Just the same red
No.
square.
This one?
I feel like the text is Lucy. Can you delete
There
it?
is only one.
Oh, there we go. There's a second one.
Oh yeah, we see the second one.
You can
Wasn't
see the
me.
second one. Okay, I'm
Whoever
gonna,
the text is, can you delete
It's Adam.
it?
It's definitely not me.
Oh.
I feel like that means it definitely is him.
Alright. I don't trust this, so I'm gonna do it one by one. Sorry guys, because I don't trust this at all.
Well, now we see two red
I
boxes.
think that's intentional.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.
And I'm gonna try and grab these because this is fucking long.
I hate not being the DM and being able to delete
Ah.
the fucking
Whoa.
bullshit that's like
What's
obscuring
happening?
the area.
It's
What,
like pee on
is that
the
yellow
floor.
thing you, Max?
Is it pee?
That is me, but
Okay.
you're not going to see that,
Okay, fine.
which is why this is annoying.
That's Oracle's
Dude.
P corner. She never leaves.
You should just like draw them on the token layer rather than try and move them from the GM.
I don't know what I've done. There we go.
Oh, roll 20.
God. There you are.
So Stonehenge is what we're seeing. It's the Stonehenge of platforms.
I don't know if it's Stonehenge.
And they're pretty circular.
I wouldn't say Stonehenge. But you can probably go down that route.
Tiny platforms and stuff like.
So what these are? These are. Can you see this?
I mean, it
one?
definitely looks like a clock so far.
It's a clock!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's a clock. Let's go to 6 p.m.
So you should now.
What's the time?
As you've gotten closer into this area, you start to see these smaller platforms, but they're more like
I feel like
pillars.
I'm probably closer at this point. I think staying at the stairs is kind of bullshit for me, so I'm going to move in. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool. It's all right. So you see these kind of pillars that are, again, very well made. You didn't notice them from where you were at the time because of the light in the room shining down on them. But as you kind of come down to kind of floor level, you've started to see that there is a protrusion from the ground, and you see these points around. And that is what you see so far.
Can I check like the bases of them and see if there's any kind of engraving or imagery or?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Can you roll investigation for us, please?
Can I just look around the walls, like the sort of ceiling and such, just to see if there's anything on there?
Yeah, absolutely. You roll investigation or perception for me, please.
Oh, can I roll perception?
No, your investigation.
Oh.
Can I check the pillars on the right?
What was yours? 9, was it?
Me, yeah.
Yeah. So you, at the moment, from what you can see what looks to be some sort of engraving on all of on the pillars. Sorry, that you can see. And on top of and by engraving, I mean a slight indentation on each of these pillars. They look. Oh, well, I'm just going to say that you can see slight indentations for now, based on a 9, and you can then also see a small engraving within the center, quite large, but you know, it's there in the center of this embossed or engraved section. It's like a square. So you've got the square pillar, and in the middle of on the top of the square pillar, you've got another square kind of indentation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
then
there any writing?
In the middle of that indentation, there is some form of some sort of scripture or something, but you don't know what it says right now based on a 9.
Aspen,
Yeah.
come look at this.
Cool. And then Ilya, you've looked around. And you see, sorry, I didn't really kind of do it, but you see all of these kind of black things here. I don't know if you can see them while I'm kind of flicking on the map.
No.
No, you can't see these black circles and stuff like that. They're all lit.
What,
You can't go-
these?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
those.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were pillars.
Yeah, I thought they were
Yeah,
pillars.
they
Yeah,
present.
those are just kind of like fire pits. They are just got flames going on in them. That's all. Around the room, you see nothing. You see, just thank you. Cheers. You can see additional kind of engravings around the walls around you. That is what you see with the 16, and it is in a language. Okay. Thank you. Aya.
I feel like it's me and Lucy collectively.
It's me.
Thank you. Okay.
Who's adding green?
I will
Me.
then look at
Why?
this central platform a bit more,
Because I
as well.
wanted to.
Okay.
looking both on the base and on top of it.
Is it on the center? Sorry, was it?
Center pillar.
Yeah. The center. So you roll investigation and perception, please, for this one. Either one.
Team.
Okay. Cool. So you see a language, something written on this on the base as you walked onto it. You kind of moved aside a little bit of sand, and you can see something.
You're definitely
What
going
was
to
your
need to say
question?
that again, Ilya.
I was gonna say, is it either Elven, Abyssal, Draconic, Infernal, or Sylvan?
It's too many languages.
It is one of those, yeah.
Then can I read it?
Surely he'd be able to tell which script it is.
Yeah. So you see this, and I should have pre-typed it.
Speak
So
all of those
apologies.
languages which I listed off.
Okay, so this is what it says. Oh, come on, man. Wait. Oh my god, what have I done? Shit. Hang on, guys. I've done something. I don't know what I've done.
Honestly, don't know.
Oh no! If it helps, then we don't know.
No, it's cool. I fixed it. I am a genius.
Just see like a little token for like a nuclear blast appear. Just you all die.
So what is currently happening? Ilya's
Look.
reading the central
He is
platform.
reading, and I'm typing in what it says.
You're reading the central platform, Ilya, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you identify.
Is it Elvish? Because I've walked past it.
It is not Elvish.
Okay, fine. So I can't read it.
It is. I will say what it is now. It is in Draconic.
Okay.
I will read it off as I'm reading it. So I will just post this into the chat.
I can read that as well.
But did you?
Yes.
And that's what I read out essentially. Locked by tablets of 3, pay tribute to the Star of Prin at 3:33. And I'm immediately gonna grab some gold out of my pouch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, this is most likely a clock by the looks of it. I think you seem to have deduced that yourselves. And the people were mentioning money, so why not pay tribute? And I just sort of juggle a couple of coins in my hand.
Okay. Yep. So you've got a couple of coins in your hand, and you're going to pull it where? Sorry.
I'm going to place. Let me just double check how much money I have so I can see if I can do this nicely. Okay, I'm gonna get 3 stacks of 33 gold out of my pouch. I'm going to place 1 stack on this pillar by Albi and Eris.
Okay.
Another stack on this one,
Mm-hmm.
and then a final stack into the center.
Okay. So one here, one here,
1 south and 1 east, and then 1 in the center.
and one in the center. Okay. Nothing happens. But you do get the sense that you're on to something.
What if
My
you move this one
spikes
slightly here? Can I go over and do that?
Yeah.
I just want to move it to more of a 33 than a 30.
As
What are you
in,
moving, the pillar?
what are you moving? Sorry.
The gold.
Oh, the gold. Yeah. Okay. So you do that. You put it on the floor, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing happens. But you also get the sense that you're onto something.
Did you mention that there was stuff on the walls and stuff, like on the ceiling and whatnot?
Yeah. there was writing on there, but you didn't really stop to kind of try and read it.
Can I look up the writing? Because presumably it's probably still in Draconic.
You can. Excuse me. And you go over to, where is it you're going over to?
Wherever the writing was.
Okay, cool. So the writing was over here, on this side. And you.
Are you by any chance on the GM layer? Because I'm not seeing any pings that you're doing. I don't know if you're pinging.
I am on the GM layer. Sorry, can you see it now?
Now I can see it. Yeah, there we go.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I didn't know. Okay, so you're over here, and you cannot read what is on the wall.
Anyone that speaks any extra languages, you guys want to come over here?
I go and join him.
Cool. So you go over there. Do you want to attempt to read what is on the wall? Eris?
Sorry, what?
Are you guys trying to? Oh, you're trying to talk loud. Okay.
I feel like this stack should be at the top. Should it not?
What do you mean?
Why is this bottom stack in the south and not north?
Based on
Half past.
real life world knowledge, 33.
Yes, I'm not really the person here for clock mechanics. I don't think I've ever looked at one before.
What the fuck is a clock?
That's what we're talking about.
So are you saying that clocks don't exist, Josh?
Well, no, this is why I stopped giving you guys times, specific times in the day, and started just saying like, oh, it's mid-morning and shit like that, because yeah, no, clocks and watches don't exist. But I feel like sundials and that sort of thing, like people trying to gauge the time of day, probably would exist. And for that sake, I'm sort of arguing that outside of like, you know, unnecessarily RPing through individually reading these platforms, which are probably in Draconic and say 1 to 12, we can probably just go with it and just be like, okay, I don't know what a clock is, I don't know what a watch is, but that one says 1, it wraps around to 12, and we've heard of 3:33. Like, you know, we can work that out to a point that we can carry on playing without it being like, what's a watch?
Okay, so that's cool, because that was one of the things that I messaged you about earlier on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
For that justification, I think we're fine.
Yeah. Okay, but that is not the worst.
That's fine.
Let me just make it very clear. By the way, guys, I messaged Josh earlier on to say that some of the stuff that I might be doing might kind of break the law in a way, or might kind of break the timeline or something. You know.
That's fine.
All right. So. Okay. So. Is anyone doing anything else? Sorry.
Let's just say this may well have all been a
I want
dream.
to check the rest of the room. See if we've missed anything.
Okay. So you check the rest of the room, and I'm just gonna make it a little bit more less rolly and more just here we go. Yeah. So the rest of the room, there are scriptures around the walls. Some of the languages you understand, some of them you don't.
The ones we do understand, what do they say?
All of the languages around the room are in different languages. All of those you're in some way. Some of you will know, some of you won't know.
Well, Ilya can read a lot of languages. How much of the wall can he read out loud if he's willing to do so?
I can literally read Elven, Abyssal, Draconic, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Yeah.
Anyone else has any
that
other
covers me.
Yeah, I can add Gnomish and Dwarvish to that.
Druidic.
Okay. Cool.
Eris?
So, Eris?
What language I can read?
What languages can you read?
Have they already been
Common,
covered?
Elvish,
No,
Draconic.
one. Oh no, they have all been covered.
Yeah,
so,
they've all been covered.
Dwarvish, Draconic, and Dwarven, right?
Yep. We can hear.
Was that right, Eris?
Yeah, that's correct. Eris is covered. She hasn't got anything extra.
Okay, cool. So all of the walls basically say the same.
Lowest stat.
That doesn't define the language you know.
What happened? Sorry.
She said intelligence is her lowest stat.
Oh.
Yeah. In real life.
So all around the walls, you read the same as mentioned previously, which is locked by the tablets of three. Pay tribute to the Star of Pyrin at 3:33 in different languages.
Does anybody else think that perhaps...
Could she be the star?
That's not where I was
Ooh.
going.
Who is she? As in
The Oracle.
You know, creepy lady. Creepy fake
Who
spirit
knows?
lady.
Who knows? Go and talk to her if you
She
want.
said it was her king, right?
Her king.
King Pirin. Maybe
King
she's
Pirin.
his star. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm also gonna go and pick up.
Why not go and speak to her?
I'm getting.
I'm going to put
Go
this
speak-
gold back on this platform and hope that Hazel tells her to come stand on the middle platform.
I pick up all of my gold.
Hey,
Why?
would you also be known as the star of something? What is it? Where is it? I see too much
Star-
talking.
Star of Pyrin.
That's the one. There's so many bloody chats. Would you also be known as the star of Pyrin? Miss Oracle lady.
She turns slowly over to you and
Creepy one.
says, "She is creepy, but she's beautiful, so it kind of balances out."
I feel that makes it more creepy.
She turns to you and she's like, "No, no, no. I am but the Oracle of Pyrin." And then she turns over to the center, and she points up towards
Oh, the star.
the star, the sun.
The star is the sun. The star is the sun. Oh.
That's it. That's what she said. Remember, she answers your questions pretty basic, but pretty literal. You know, what you ask, she would say it.
Something about the
Almost.
sky. What
So my
was it
thing's
saying
not
again?
worrying so much. Not so as worried
Locked
about
by
my
their tablets. Pay tribute to the star. So, at 3:33. Maybe we need to actually wait till 3:33.
I was thinking that. I'm gonna step.
Hey. Oh. Ilya, come here.
I'm gonna step here. Eris, could you step on the other platform that has Ilya's gold on it?
I do so.
And then put the money in the middle. Pay tribute to the star.
Wait, hang on a minute. I'm losing track. 1 second. Albie, you were saying something?
Albie's talking to Ilya.
Ilya, come over here.
Yeah, I'm going over.
Okay.
We have gone through some windy tunnels to get here, my friend. We have no idea which way is north. You are a man who knows which way is north. Tell us, are we facing the right way?
It's a good idea. I'll
Give
go
me
Pete.
2 seconds. Because I know it's
That's a very good point.
Y'all sleeping on Ilya?
Well, I don't have any specific thing that helps me automatically know, but can I roll a survival check or something? Look
Yeah,
up.
absolutely. Yeah.
I thought you were.
Yeah.
I thought you were a cartographer, no? Or
No, there is a specific feat where you can know which way is north, but I don't have that.
yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you had something that was you never
I
get
have
lost. And you always know
excellent
where you
memory
are.
for maps. Yeah, I have a memory for maps and geography and terrain and stuff, but it's not specifically there's I think it's keen mind is where you
Yeah.
always know which way is north.
Ilya, come over. Physically walk over to Albie.
A second.
Come over here, you fucker! I keep asking you, just come!
I will shoot you, sir.
Just stand here! Why you make this so hard?
Yeah.
Right. Position of the sun relative to time of day.
That's what I'm doing.
You wouldn't do it in the corner!
I thwonk him on the forehead. Lightly. Not bear or fucking...
As he's looking at the sun to discern the time of day and which way is magnetic and polar north, Albie is going to also do the same because it was his idea, therefore imbuing the help action to him to give him advantage on the roll.
So... survival? Question
Yeah.
mark?
Survival. Yeah.
We're triangulating between the two of us.
Okay.
23.
Ooh.
23. Okay. You identify north, and just for the purposes of this puzzle, this up here, if you can see me pinging,
Yep.
that is 12 o'clock. That
I'll
is
just sort of turn to Albie and be like,
6.
yeah, we're right.
yeah. In relation to time, it is irrelevant at this point.
Okay.
Time itself, in relation to the day, is irrelevant.
Is anything happening with me and Eris standing on these points?
So those are pillars that are probably around 3 foot high.
Yeah.
And you're standing on top of them.
We're standing on top of them.
Yeah. As you stand on these pillars, you feel the majority of them are pretty. They are solid, right? Solid build, but you feel a slight kind of give at the center of each of your pillars that you stand on.
Can I get down and push mine?
Sorry, hang on. Sirens.
No worries.
Say that again. Sorry.
Can I get down and push mine? I want to like push it over.
Yeah. As in push the actual pillar.
Yeah, I want to push the pillar over.
Okay. It does nothing.
Can I shoot it with an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, sure. Roll to hit.
Presumably with advantage because it's static.
Yeah, it's static. Go ahead.
Well, the last time I rolled to hit was a long time ago. With an Eldritch Blast, it's a 22. It's 2d10.
Cool.
11 damage. The highest and the lowest.
Okay, cool. So as you draw your hand, just being fed up with this and you're not quite sure.
I think that whatever's in the center I need to get to. It's less fed up and more puzzle solving. I will step a bit back though so that I'm not having to make a ranged attack with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. So you hold your arm up and you are ready to fire. And as this beam starts to pulsate out of the hand before it fires,
Good old Oracle.
the Oracle will put a barrier up around the pillar that you tried to destroy.
Okay. As she does this, I'll just look over at her and be like, "Go on." She
says, "Do not desecrate this ancient place."
I mean no harm. I thought that perhaps something that I sensed within the pillar needed to be freed for us to solve this endeavor. Can you tell me anything about what is the internal structure of these stone monuments? I had a feeling as though something lay inside that may be the key to us resolving this predicament.
Mm-hmm. And she turns to you and she says, "You had the answer as you spoke." Think about what you just said.
What did you just say? Say it again. Exactly as you said it before.
I feel like the word key is possibly the main thing. I'm going to touch it. I do. I'm going to raise the key to that door up, but I'm also going to say the word key as I touch it. I'm going to touch it, I'm going to say key, and then I'm going to pull the key out from that door before and see if there's some way that I can push it into the stone and turn it.
Okay. So roll investigation, please.
Okie dokie.
Or perception. I don't mind. Either one.
Cool. I'll go with investigation.
I want you to roll high on this one.
10.
Okay. So you see no form of keyhole immediately at the top. You do see a word written on the top in the middle of the plaque.
What language is it in?
Which one are you on?
6.
6 is in a language you don't understand.
Okay. I'll turn to Ilya, given that I feel like a year in we probably know what language each other speak, and I'm just going to say, Ilya, it seems that something written on top of this pillar is perhaps preventing me from interacting with it in the way I should. Do you understand what's written atop this?
Sure, I'll have a look and sort of go and read it if I can. Basically,
You cannot understand it.
Albie.
Yes.
In the year we've traveled together, my understanding of the collective knowledge of languages amidst the group is that you're the only one that can speak something that Ilya can't. I might have to give you a leg up, but if you wouldn't mind, could you perhaps read what's on top of this pillar?
Sure.
And I'll put my hands together for him to put his feet
Is that a
on.
language I understand?
It is not a language you understand.
Ah, jeez.
Well, fuck.
I tried.
I appreciate the
at this
effort.
pillar, though, can I just try one thing? You mentioned it has a little bit of give to it when you push it or move it, wobble it.
So it's the top of the platform.
Mhm.
There's an indentation that's
Yep.
basically a square. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has a bit of a rattle to it. A bit of a movement to it. Out of everything there, everything is solid. Yeah, except for this that seems to kind of rattle a little bit. And
Can I try rotating the top part?
Okay. As in the entire top piece, or just that indentation?
The bit that's like loosely, like if there's a bolt going through it with a washer separating the chunks, it's rattly. I try spinning
okay.
that top part and see if it rotates at all.
Okay. So as you attempt to move this top part, it doesn't so much rotate,
Okay.
but it gives an impression that it tilts.
Oh, okay.
Can you push one side so that it tilts entirely?
Who's doing that?
Well, I'm watching Albie, so I'll just say to him, maybe try tilting one corner specifically and see if it flips entirely.
Yeah, so I'm imagining it's sort of very slightly raised in the middle, and you can put pressure on one of the corners to make it tilt in that direction.
Yeah.
Am I understanding this
Cool.
correctly? Can I take one of those gold bars and pop it in the indentation and see if it weighs it down suitably? Actually, no, 3 gold bars, because they weigh an ounce each. 3 gold bars
Okay.
into the dimmer and see if it weighs down one of the directions.
Okay. So you're pulling it on top of on top of it, and you want to see if it weighs down one of the sides. Yeah. Cool. So you have these 1 ounce bars on top of one of the corners.
Mm-hmm.
It immediately flips, and your 3 bars fall down somewhere.
Is there anything on the
And
other
it-
side?
And it closes back. It closes
Inside the
back
pillar.
inside the pillar, and it closes back, and you hear a splash.
Oh, you motherfucking bitch! And he's just gonna storm up to the oracle. It's like, what is this? Do you know, that gold has been in my family for generations! I'll be demanding immediate recompense, and I'm not the king. I was pretending to be the king. You saw through that. But this is the real me, and Albie never loses money.
Just did.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like,
Answer me, you ghost not
yours is
bitch.
much more funny actually, Sevi.
That's a bit-
No, but she
I
does-
put
she
my
does-
3 down on this one.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
You
while
put your
this is
3.
happening.
You put your 3 down on that one.
Yeah.
Eris, before you do, how easily do these gold bars split apart? Do you have a 4th that perhaps you could break a 3rd off of?
Why?
Well, it's just that
Thinking.
the
33.
this cryptic clue said that tablets of 3 pay tribute to the star appearing at 333. I'm thinking that perhaps 3 1/3 ounces may be the key to unlocking
Bit of
these
math.
pillars.
I hand him 1 gold bar.
How easily do they? How malleable are they?
Imagine they're very solid.
I would expect
They're
so.
pretty solid. Well, it is gold, and gold is a fairly soft metal compared to all the other metals, really. But it is pretty solid. You can
magic.
bend it, but maybe with a bit more force, you could potentially break it. But it's going to take a while.
Okay, I'm gonna watch Eris put 3 into the one she's on.
Does the oracle
you-
not
are
react
you-
to Albie screaming at her?
Say that again. Sorry.
Does the oracle not react to Albie screaming at her?
Yeah. So he.
Oh my god,
does
gold
kind
is
of
only as
do-
hard as your
and
fingernail.
She does say, "You acted too
interesting.
hastily." And then she says, "Why not flip it around?"
Oh, so she's suggesting that the weight you put on it caused it to sort of flip entirely and drop, rather than just flipping it once and seeing what was on the other side. We didn't have a chance to see what was on the other side because the weight gave it such force that it flipped all the
Oh
way
no,
around.
I lost money.
Potentially, but you don't hear that.
Fuck.
That is for Albie. Albie,
I am 20 feet away at best.
she said he shouted at her, but she speaks very softly.
Sorry, say it again because
Okay.
people talking. So,
She said to you,
mhm.
you acted too hastily.
Yep.
She said, why not flip? Basically, she said, flip it around.
Flip it around.
Basically.
Okay.
She said, flip that, rewind it back. Little John got
and reversed it.
Seeing that Eris is reaching for the pillar with a gold bar in hand, then can I reach out to stop her and just say, Eris, wait! Do not make the same mistake as Albie.
Oh,
She said
what's happened?
She said, try flipping it around. Albie does not understand.
Hearing that, I'm going to flip
One
my one
Piece.
around
Okay.
with my hand.
So you can freely flip these around, and there's you can tell because there's not as much dust in comparison to everything else that they have flipped around a lot of times in its time. But as you flip it around, it has a bowl on the inside of the.
Does the same happen to Eris's one as she only puts one gold on?
All of these, or these two, have a bowl underneath. And as you flip it around, you feel a little bit of restriction. Oh, restriction's a wrong word, probably.
Resistance?
A little bit of resistance, thank you. As it appears to kind of click, but then when you let it go, it doesn't hold.
Flips
It doesn't
back
hold.
to
It flips
reset.
back. It resets.
What do the bowls look like?
So the bowls just look like they're carved into the stone. So this stone tablet that you flipped, it's basically like an indentation that's been put into it, and it's carved into the actual stone. So it's just like a bowl.
Can I look back at the oracle and just say, Oracle, does the gold that we gathered from the watery section of this commode have anything to do with this riddle?
She turns to you and she says, "You must pay tribute."
Maybe if we flip the bowls for 3 and half past and put 3 gold in both, or 3 gold in one. Eris, hold your bowl so that the bowl is up. And then I'm going to hold my bowl so that the
I do so.
bowl is up. And I'm going to put 3 gold in my bowl whilst
Start
holding
with
it
one.
steady.
Eris.
Mhm. Yes.
Can you roll history for me, please?
I'll start with 1, as Eris suggested. But I'm holding it so it can't flip back round.
23.
Okay.
I assume she is being whispered something.
I assume that too.
So how was everyone's day?
That's alright. Played some video games, as usual.
Yeah? What'd you play? I saw you were playing Among Us at one point.
Yeah, I played Among Us for a little bit just before the D&Ds with some friends. It's pretty good, but basically other than that, it's just been Final Fantasy.
Eris?
So.
Ah. Ah.
Aha!
Is something clicking?
Everyone, remember the number 33 was in the catacombs above us that we were in.
That's true.
And
It was one of the
also,
rooms.
Me and Albie collected exactly 33 gold together.
Didn't we just lose 3 of
Meaning
that?
we most likely need to use all of them. Well, maybe the 33 need to all fall into the water or into the bowls into the water?
Into this.
Maybe we have to use all
Bowl.
33 bars.
We
Possibly.
only collected 30 bars and 33 gold pieces. But if you add that together,
Oh.
that's 3,
A
3,
lot
3.
of gold, yes. Totaling 33.
Well, maybe we should put
Yes.
all of those bars and that gold into this pedestal. But I feel like perhaps it should go into the 3rd pedestal rather than the 6th.
Can I go into the center and see if that spins around as well?
So you go into the center,
Yeah.
and it is a solid platform. Nothing spins, but you feel. Actually, you know what? Roll. Oh, I don't know what your Arcana's like. To be honest, what's your Arcana like?
It is just a regular +1. My intelligence isn't very high.
So roll Arcana or Intelligence. Arcana or Perception. Either one of those two.
I mean, I'll take the perception. It's much better.
Okay.
15.
Okay. So standing in that middle section, you feel as though there is something extremely important about that point that you're in. Not the fact that you guys have seen a box there. Okay. It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. It's to do with that specific point, Ilya, that you feel as though something is important about that point there, and that is a part in one way or another.
Well, I'm going to get the pouch of old-timey gold that I got, and I'm going to be like, Aspen, and I'm going to sort of check it over to him. Be like, there's 33 in there.
Do you think that I should put it into this one, or should I put it into the 3rd one?
I'm not really sure at this point. I'm a bit confused.
I feel like this 6th pedestal has consumed some of the bars already. I don't know if that was an indicator of failure or progress.
Wasn't that one the one that you just put
Yeah.
on the corner?
Albie put 3 bars on the corner, yeah.
Yeah, and then it flipped around,
Mhm.
and then obviously due to gravity, it just fell.
Yep.
But then after seeing the oracle had told you that check again and flip it around fully, and then you saw the bowl. So maybe it doesn't just go on the edge.
Okay, I'll put it in the bowl.
Okay.
So you've given me 33 old-timey gold.
Yeah.
It's in the bowl on the 6th pedestal. And I'm holding the platform so that if it feels like it's going to flip, I can take it back out again.
Okay. So you place the 33 on there.
Yep. Not in the bag that he probably put
Not
them
in the bag.
I've
Not in the
tipped them
bag.
into the bowl.
You've tipped them into the bowl. As you flip the tablet round, you place the 33 gold in the bowl. You hear a click, and you feel, and there's some sort of balance that has been achieved.
Okay.
It remains.
I'm going to slowly move my hands away as it stays balanced, and I'll chuck Ilya back the empty pouch. It's his pouch.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Cool. So it remains.
I'll tell everyone. I heard a click. I think this one's done. Maybe we need to do something with the 3rd platform.
Did you guys get just regular gold, or did you just get the bars?
Wasn't that the you put there? Or was that the gold coins?
Specifically to
What he
Eris
gave me.
and Albie. Did you
I
guys
thought
get
it was
any other
regular gold.
The
Is it
the
not?
coins that Ilya gave me, they were the old-timey gold that you described.
Okay. Fine. And then, sorry, you were saying, Ilya?
My question to Albie and Eris is, did you guys get any regular old-timey gold, or was it just the bars?
I'm confused. What are you asking?
Back in the water, when we all grabbed shit, did you just get bars, or did you also get coins?
Oh, we got coins too.
Thank you. Put them in the bowl.
Okay.
Wait,
I do
maybe
it.
maybe the coins that you had, Ilya, are sufficient for the 33. Perhaps they should try putting 3 bars into the third pedestal. We can hold the pedestal so that it doesn't flip round. I held mine so that it wouldn't flip back round, and I heard a click and was able to move away slowly, ensuring that I wouldn't lose the money that I had committed.
Well, you have more strength. Maybe you should help keep the one here.
Very well.
afloat.
I'll put
Keep
my
an eye on this
hands on this pedestal so that it stays still. And then I'll look at Eris and Albie and just say, if either of you have 3 gold bars, would you mind putting them in the bowl? And I'll flip it around so that the bowl is face up, and I'll hold the platform so that it's secure.
Okay.
Cool.
Albie lost 3 bars uncovering the secret of the bowls. Phil, it may be somebody else's turn to invest 3 bars in this puzzle.
Eris, you gave me 1 a moment ago, and I'll pass it back to you.
I put 3 of them in the bowl while
Okay.
other people hold it.
Cool. So as you do that, you do not hear the click, and which gives you maybe gives you a reason that maybe nothing has happened.
Perhaps
we should try the gold pieces instead.
Perhaps it is the pieces after all. I agree with Albie. It's rare. This must be the course of action to take.
I'll put my 16 in the bowl and uncover the 17th, which we didn't know how to split, and put that in there as well.
Okay, so how many is in there now?
17 currently.
Okay.
I'll put mine in there as well to 33.
Okay. Cool. So you collectively add 33 into your bowl.
She had 16, so that we have 33 total.
Yeah, you have collectively you have 33 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you feel an odd pressure, and then a click. That is it.
Ooh.
I think
Has
that
anything
perhaps
changed about the center pedestal?
this has been successful, and I'm going to slowly loose my hands.
Yeah. No, Ilya, nothing has changed about the center pedestal yet. So can I ask, just separate, well, I say separate, but can I just ask, what was the reason why you went to number 6 or to 6?
Because we were still considering it a relative clock-based half-past thing. I'm tempted to go to the far western one now and put 33 coins in there.
Okay. The far western one.
Yeah, the furthest west. My only thinking is that it says 3 tablets, so maybe 3 pedestals need 33 old-timey coins in them, and I don't know why. I don't think it's the north one.
What was the So read it again. The clue.
Locked by tablets of 3, pay tribute to the Star of Pyrian at 333.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think we have any more old-timey gold left, do we? We picked up 2 lots of it, 33 each. We've used both.
I don't pick up any, so I don't know what anyone's got.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
I think the amount. What? Oh, really? There was a lot of gold that was going out. There's a lot of
It
gold.
was just that stack
I
of
didn't pick any up.
I got and the
Me
stack
either.
of 33 that they got.
There were 3 piles of gold in the water.
Well, we only took 1.
Yeah, I feel like we did only take 2.
Oh,
Because,
you're right, there were 3. Should we go back and get it?
well, I feel like we probably have to.
Don't forget about what you had dropped as well. By the way,
But we dropped.
We dropped.
We lost 3 bars into the
you lost 3 bars.
southern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
I wonder if it's gone back into the same water.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
also, yeah, because you heard the splash of water.
Albie sprints over and dives into the water.
Cool.
Good luck.
So, Albie, you obviously I would say that you can still breathe easily. You go
It's 24
down,
hours.
Yeah. You collect your 3 bars successfully,
Hey!
and you also collect another pile, gold. And I'm going to
You gonna whisper me how much?
yes.
I feel like he's just going to need the
33.
number 3 to do this.
What is?
Why have I randomly rolled d20 plus 7, but it's... Oh, I've scrolled up. My bad.
Ah.
So, assuming that Albie comes back with 33 gold, which I guess is everyone's assumption at this point, where do you think we should put it? Hazel,
Sorry?
Ilya, and Eris.
There's no bowl in the center, and it definitely didn't spin around or anything like that. So.
I say nothing and I just look at Hazel.
What do you want me to do?
Where do you think that we should put a further 33 old-timey coins, if that is what Albie returns with?
We're putting them there and there, right? Where the green crosses are.
We've done that, and they've both clicked, but we haven't resolved it yet.
Did we also put it in the middle at the same time?
Well, there's nothing in the middle, like it doesn't move or anything, but we could add 33 to the middle and see what happens.
I think we should try the middle. It seems to something special about this spot.
Well, we can wait for now.
Or
We'll wait for
So Albie
Albie to come back.
returns. So Albie returns.
because it says give it to the give the thing to the star, and this is the only way where the star can see the offering.
The star's shining down on the entire thing by the looks of it.
Yeah, but I feel like this is
It
the
is.
focal point. I don't know.
So
We'll
that
try
is
it.
a
If it doesn't work,
yeah.
then fine.
Sorry, Max. I whispered back your whisper.
Yeah, I can see it.
Stop making me do maths. Okay.
No. No. So let me just throw a hint out.
Yep.
The age of the gold is irrelevant.
Okay.
The point of the age of the gold is to tell you that this has been attempted for millennia.
Oh, okay.
People from ages have tried to do this puzzle.
Right.
Why there's different types of gold, different mintage.
That's very smart, and yeah, I'm
That-
embarrassed we didn't get that.
That is why there is all these different types of gold,
Okay.
and people brought gold bar and whatever.
Okay, cool. So we're going to return to the group.
It's interesting to know that the bars are not necessarily a different currency to the coins then. It's
Yeah,
more
I was
just
thinking they
about
might be worth like a
age.
whole number or a
Yeah, that
double.
definitely
No,
made me
yeah.
think that they were
More
more
valuable.
valuable.
different
Yeah.
value.
Well,
yeah.
which is a great way of thinking, to be honest. But I didn't want to kind of get too deep into the math.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Albie
So-
returns.
Albie returns.
Albie!
3 guesses as to what Albie found in the water.
Gold?
Our only guess is to put that 33 on the center platform.
And I'm going to put 33 gold pieces that I just found onto the center platform.
Onto the center platform.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, fair play, Albie, for going and retrieving it. That was nice of you.
Yes, thank you. Well, it was gold. If there was anything he was going to go and do, it would be for gold.
Maybe for love. But in this case, it was the gold.
I don't
Which he also
even think for love.
So you place the 33 gold on the middle pedestal, and nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
Well, we know that
Mate.
if I hold on to the platform that it can't spin back around. Perhaps we should just try every pedestal whilst I hold on to it. Perhaps starting with the western one.
Albie agrees. Hold the bull with your strong hands and we will put in the 33 gold.
Me and Albie, over the next however long period, we start with the western one, we'll try the northern one after that, and then we'll just go round in number until we've put 33 coins, these 33 coins specifically, in every bowl, whilst I hold the platform so it can't spin back around.
Okay.
But we're
Albie
going-
thinks we should RP each one of these independently.
we're doing west north 1 2 4 5 7 8 10 11. There you go.
Wow, boy. I feel like you're cheating a bit, but yeah. The oracle turns to you as you do this and is like, "You're cheating."
My next guess
You're
would have been this one.
Totally cheating.
Well, if
Because it's in between.
Hazel pops up at any point saying
But-
that, we'll
but-
try that one after west.
Okay, so
Well, I just
west.
said that, so
Yeah.
So west. One second. So west. You hear no
West.
click.
Okay, and then we
Yeah,
try
nothing.
7. So instead of going for north, we're trying 7 because
because
Hazel's
33
idea
would
is
be
that
in
we're
between these two
we're
Okay.
making
pillars.
the gap.
You hear no click.
Then we're trying north, and then 2, and then and then 1, and then 2, and then
You tell us when to stop.
4, and then 5, and then 8, and then 10, and then 11.
Okay, fine. You know what? Just for the purposes of this, because you think that this is it, you will put your next one into 1.
Did we do north already?
You did north, and
Okay.
there was no click.
No click.
You put-
And we
1.
did 7, and we did west.
333.
and you hear the click in 1.
In 1. Interesting.
One.
I think in terms of real world things, it would be the second hand, but it would be going between 12.
Like 3 seconds? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
So the oracle looks over to Ilya and says, "You're a wise one, on the right path." But
I know
not-
it's my highest stat.
So she's told you that you're on the right path, but not quite there.
Someone stand in the middle.
I motion for Ilya to do so. I feel like he's been the closest to any sort of specific resolution. Although I will say that me and Albie are probably over here holding things and putting coins and stuff.
Okay, so you don't need to hold that one anymore because that one's clicked.
Okay, but still, like we've let go and Ilya stepped
stand
into the
behind
center.
Let's
So-
all stand in the middle.
Whoever's doing the green arrows,
Oh,
if you
God.
want to put one in 1, please.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Hang on. Do you mean the crosses?
Yeah, I put a green cross in there. Sorry. And you're all trying to stand in the middle.
No, I thought we were letting Ilya do it first because he was
Okay.
the one that kind of solved it out of all of us.
Okay. So at this point, you stand in the middle.
The chest falls on top of you. You die instantly. 4th character.
You step in the middle,
I
and
still have Taran, thank you very much.
the oracle.
Still your 4th
the
character. I didn't
oracle-
say they died.
You stand in the middle, and the oracle turns to watch you. All, by the way, but she is looking more
At Ilya.
interested in your on where you are right now, not as in specifically being on that place,
Bitch is sizing up tactics.
but she seems more interested in your problem solving, that you're basically maybe being there is important to her, but she is not saying anything.
So nothing happens right now.
Nothing happens right now.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna gesture
being
towards
someone being there is important. Is what she's showing that type of body language. Like she's more
Interest.
interested now.
Yeah.
She's more interested now in what you guys are
Locked
doing.
by tablets of
I'm
3.
specific,
Pay
making
tribute to the
gesturing
star.
towards-
How do we pay tribute here?
Seeing her paying interest to Ilya, could I
Yeah.
question her and say, "How be things we got up on the wrong foot? Yeah. What is so special about that altar in the middle? You look like you know something."
She turns to you, Albie, slowly, of course. She says, "That is the center of time." And that is all she says.
I will then gesture towards
Now, can I just answer, the question that Hazel had, which was paying tribute? Paying tribute being the
We
33.
did that. Yeah, we did the tribute.
You're doing it.
I
Yeah,
feel like we've done every part of the riddle then.
No, Eris, can you go south 1 step, and Hazel, can you move to the eastern one?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, did you say that you wanted to go around all of them, by the way?
No,
Or-
we stopped when it clicked.
Okay, yeah, but... Okay, sure. And you stopped at that one. But hang on. But you started off at west.
We
You
did
went
west, then we did this
7.
one, and then we
Yeah.
went to 1. Well, we did
Then you went
north,
to 1.
and it didn't work, and then we did 1.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Now I'm trying to get us to stand in the positions of the pedestals with Ilya in the center to see what happens. So Hazel, you need to move to the eastern one. And Albie preferably is outside of the circle at this point. Is this doing anything with Albie outside the circle?
No.
Okay, I'm out of
Then-
ideas.
I will gesture towards the oracle, slightly hop down off the pedestal, but like almost offering my hand, just be like,
So as you hopped off of the pedestal, she's turned around. She's not as
I'm gonna
interested.
get back on.
Praise the sun, motherfucker!
I'm gonna raise my hands in emotion.
Well, like it's freaking Dark Souls. What was that? That guy from Dark
He
Souls?
is
Come-
living
Yeah.
in the chat. You're not joking.
Yeah, it's the praise the
Praise
sun.
you. Praise
Oh my
the
god,
sun.
yeah. I want to just gesture my hand towards her and beckon her over.
Okay, so you just gesture your hand over to her, yeah? She then says, "Not this way."
I'm gonna turn, first of all, to the south.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Okay. So hang on a minute. 1 second. Can I just respond to one of your comments?
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm not going to respond to one of your comments.
Sure.
I'm not going to yet. I'm not going to yet. I want it to be more RP. I'd rather you ask the cool questions.
I feel like we either all need to get on the center platform or all get out of the circle, but the fact that you got down suggests to me that at least somebody needs to be in the center.
I'm just gonna look up and raise my arms to the sky. In a semi-Dark Souls fashion.
Okay. Both your hands.
Yes, both of them. My bow's on my
Okay.
back. It's fine.
The oracle looks at you and she says, "Not that way." Did she say not before?
She said,
When
Yeah, she said not
when
that
you
way.
gestured
I
over
pointed
to
at
her
yeah.
and she said, "Not that way." You point up. She says, "Not that way."
I point south.
Can you point one arm south and one arm east?
Do the hokey cokey.
Do clock hands with your arms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, wait. What I'm going to ask is, based on the fact that I have a lot of knowledge of geography and such, could I, based on the sky and what kind of star patterns and stuff, do I remember wherever the fuck it is, do I know what the Star of Pirin is and where roughly its location is?
Yes.
What direction
The
is
star-
that?
The star of Pirin is the sun.
That is not helpful in any way.
Remember, like, in ancient civilizations, they would worship what they believed to be a god, and that god would normally be the sun. So to them, it is the sun.
Ilya, just try putting your arms in the clock face style fashion. Point to
Do
the
one
east and
to
point
the
to the
east and
south.
one to the south, yeah.
Point at the
Okay.
sun.
Use
He's
your
done
foot
that.
to point at
He's
one.
done that.
Use your erection to point south.
that point north, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the sun.
Yeah. So, oh fucking hell! Right. So you gesture your arms, was it,
Yeah.
Yeah, to east and south.
to east and
Left
south,
to the east and right towards
and
the south.
the oracle is smiling. She is
Am I
smiling.
flying?
But you don't. Nothing happens.
Now look at the
Point your
three.
toe to one.
Look at the 3
Oh.
second point.
I'll poke my leg over towards the one, balancing on one leg. Which I would be good at, because I'm quite dexterous.
Well done, you.
LB claps very slowly. Sorry. Did you say you were pointing towards where?
I'm pointing my arms to the east and south as usual, but I'm poking my leg towards the one.
That's very difficult.
The oracle. Yeah. I
I feel like you should do your arms to one and south, and then point your leg to east.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I
you
mean,
can fall over.
she's
But
right.
yeah,
so,
sure, whatever.
the
He's committed.
oracle, the oracle, where originally she was smiling, now seems to frown. She's not impressed with your
Your leg action.
your leg action.
Uh,
What
fucked it.
I point my
Look
left
up.
arm to the one, my right arm to the south, and face the east.
No.
So he's got one arm that way,
Oracle,
one arm that way,
Oracle,
and his face that... Oh, that's terrible, hang on. And his face... this way.
Okay. So the Oracle looks over at you and still she starts to kind of look down as if she's lost hope.
Yeah, I feel like look up is the last thing we can do.
Arms east and south, because she was happy about that.
Look up, yeah. That's the last.
Does anybody want to talk to the Oracle?
Nope, I want to see what happens when he's got his arm to the east and the south and looks up.
What's that? You want your arms where?
He has his
Arms to
arms
the
east and south,
and
and he's
up.
looking up.
East and south, and he's looking up.
Yes.
She cries.
She weeps tears of
again.
blood.
She again smiles, but she's got that face of you're so close, but you're not there.
I feel like Albie's about to talk
what
to
are
her,
we
so I'm gonna
missing?
I'm gonna walk up to her and say, Albie notices you're going through a wild range of emotions. What appears to be pleasing / bothering you, my dear?
And the Oracle looks over to you and says, "You are by far have come furthest than anyone else." And then she turns and says, "Are the tablets all?"
Oh, we need another one. We need to click another one.
No, we've clicked 3.
She just
Yeah.
said, "Are all the tablets done?"
Are all the tablets full? Did you say?
Also, if I'm going to talk out of game, Max was all,
Battery
"Did you stop
low.
at 1?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
One what?
Like,
Are the tablets?
we stopped putting money in at number 1. We didn't put any more money in.
We
than
put
a bunch of
33
the
in.
others. Oh, I give up.
No, Sevi's on the right track. You stopped at 1.
What? What do you mean stopped at 1?
You went. You
Like,
put money.
number
you
one.
Put,
What?
Here.
We put our money in.
you put money into. You put money into
Charging
West.
battery.
You put money into 9. You put money into 7.
Oh, you're saying...
Charging
No,
battery.
see,
Into 3.
when
we
I
got
said
to
we
1.
were putting money in, we took it out afterwards each time.
Yes,
So
we
number
know.
1
Yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
33 coins in it.
Yeah.
Correct,
But my point
yeah,
is, we
correct.
stopped then testing all the other pedestals at that
Yes,
point.
you stopped
Because
testing
it clicked
everything else.
into place.
Right.
The
so-
Oracle is saying there's a
Who-
4th pedestal
More
that needs to click
gold.
into place.
But we've
that we
used all
haven't
of our
done.
gold, right?
Because the Oracle said, have you flipped the tablets all? As in, you haven't flipped all of the tablets required.
Okay, then we'll flip the rest. I'm looking for
think
not...
about the think
I
about
just
the,
figured it out, and you didn't get it, and now you're like, all right, fine. I feel really let down. Like, I actually got it,
No,
and
no,
you're
no.
like, didn't get nothing.
Thank you, Hazel.
No, Sodja, Lotia.
I said nothing, Hazel. Thank you very much.
But I still don't understand properly, and it seems like my misunderstanding is just making you angry rather
Okay.
than you offering a solution.
We were going to put stuff in all the pedestals because we thought there were only going to be 3 pedestals.
Right.
So you thought that there was only going to be 3 pedestals.
That need to be clicked.
You thought there was only going to be 3.
So we've got to
But-
put gold in every single one and then point.
But we don't have enough gold.
Not necessarily every single one. There might just be a 4th one.
At what point in the riddle is a 4th one spoken about? I just don't understand whether understanding of a 4th one being necessary has come from.
Read
Coming
read
from
the,
her
read
saying
the
that you're
riddle
not
again.
done.
Read the riddle again.
Locked by tablets of 3, pay tribute to the Star of Pirin at 3:33. So we've had 3 tablets locked, and we've paid tribute to all of them.
Are we sure that these are tablets? They're like pillars. Would you call a pillar a tablet?
So it's a pillar, but then in the middle it's got a tablet which rotates.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the tablet. The tablet being the rotatable part in the middle.
Maybe we put it in the middle? I don't know. I feel like the middle is important.
I'm
But
gonna
I feel
walk
like his
around.
arms aren't important.
I'm gonna walk around the remaining pedestals and flip each tablet until I find something abnormal in one of them. If it's all just bowls around all of them, then I don't know where we're going to come up with the old-timey currency to fill these. Whether or not we're filling 33
It doesn't
in each
need
one,
to
I
be
don't
old
know.
time
Doesn't need to be
currency.
old-time
The old
that's
time
fine.
currency.
Fine. Not something to get hung up about. Whether we're putting 33 gold now or old into each of them, I don't know. But like the riddle does not suggest to me put 33 gold in every single tablet.
Yes, I agree. But she's
No, you're right.
also
You're
implied
right. You're
twice
absolutely right.
that we've missed one. So
She said
I've-
that we've missed one.
she said you're not done.
She said you're not done. She
Okay.
said that the tablets, there's more tablets
Then,
required.
Albie, let's carry on. Our magical journey of hitting 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Well, we've done 7. 8. We've done 12. So 10 and 11.
But if we're going over 3, do we know? Like.
Sorry,
where
2. We're doing 2. Then we're doing 4. Then we're doing 5. Then we're doing 8. Then we're doing 10. Then we're doing 11.
Are we leaving the gold in each
No,
one? or
each
are
time
we-
there's no click, we're gathering the gold out and we're putting it in the next one.
Okay.
All right.
I would love to hear. Like, I hope we solve this now, so that after the recording / stream, Max can explain this to me in its entirety.
Okay. So you may not like me, Josh, when I explain it afterwards.
I don't mind.
Yeah. You go basically around all of them.
I'm holding the tablet so it can't flip all the way around. Albie's putting the coins in. We wait to hear a click. No click. Albie gathers the coins. When the coins have been removed safely, I let the tablet go. We move on to the next one that we haven't tried yet.
Okay. So, you hear a click on 2.
We already had it on 2, so we already had it on 1.
So you
You
hear,
hear
a click.
on 2.
This one is in number 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You hear a click on 10.
So at some point we're going to run out of old-timey gold and somebody's going to have to put actual gold
Josh,
in.
Josh,
Let me
Josh,
finish.
Josh.
Let me finish. I
Wait,
know the
wait,
old-timey
fuck.
gold is not relevant.
It's not relevant.
I know it's not relevant. I'm just saying,
Okay.
if somebody's putting current gold in, who is it?
I chuck 33 gold, just as a standard, because all my other gold has fallen, except for the 33 in the center. So
So we're out of old-timey gold. Somebody needs to remove 33 gold for this one here, and somebody needs to remove 33 gold for this one here.
Are you volunteering?
I'll volunteer for the one that we just put on 10.
I'm here
And
to
the-
make money, not lose it.
2 is where my money has gone.
Okay, so
that's-
Ilya's
so we
covered
covered
number
gold.
2, and I've covered number 10. I just wanted to know. It's important in case this gets lost.
Mm-hmm.
Ilya, I think it might be time for you to stop pointing at things again.
So there's no other clicks, yeah?
No, yeah, that's a good question. No other
There's
clicks.
no other
Okay,
clicks.
fine.
I will
the
point
fuck are we
east
looking
and
at now?
south and look up.
It's a really shit smiley face if you look at it from this angle.
Okay. So we have hit 10 o'clock.
Don't.
Don't do it. Don't be that guy.
I don't want the answer
Don't.
until it's resolved in game, so don't tell me like.
Yeah, but don't end the session if we're just about to solve it either.
Also, we started like
You
20 minutes
are,
late, so
You are. So the oracle at this point looks at you all.
with
And-
shame.
She does smile
Mhm.
because the correct tablets in her eyes.
Eris,
But there is still a final step, which you already started, but you now.
Look up to the sky, Ilya. Look up to
Done
the
exactly
sky.
that. I have pointed east and south.
No, you don't need to. Don't point. Just look at the sky.
Okay.
And say Pirin.
What? Okay. So what time are you doing, Ilya?
3:30 at this point.
333, surely.
I'll point a slight
You're,
bit off
you're pointing
to
south.
33 then. I don't know.
He's looking up, one arm perfectly east, the other arm perfectly south, and then he's moving it 3 ticks as he looks up, waiting.
The oracle turns to you and says, "You have completed the trial."
No way.
That was that it. Was that it? Was that it?
And as you complete this trial, beneath, Ilya, where you are standing,
If it's starting to shuffle, I'll get off.
a large light starts to emit from this space, and you doesn't hurt you. Don't worry. Like, I'm not gonna kill you. And you step away, and as you step away, the chest appears in front of you, and that is where we're gonna end it.
Hey,
The chest is there.
we got that box thing.
You got a box.
I love puzzles, right? But they hurt me so deeply.
I'm looking forward to the explanation of this.
Fuck.
Shitty.
I'm gonna kill the recording. If you happen to watch this on YouTube in the future, thanks for watching and stuff. It
Thank
does
you very
nothing.
much.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.